Like Dan Sharp's here, keep the camera out of the booth.
Keep the camera out of the booth. Don't want to break any equipment.
Sounds about right. I hope that's your biggest problem. Look at the countdown. I love it.
Guy doesn't have to stand in front of you with the...
Good afternoon and Happy New Year. What's going on? It's Nick and Dan. Welcome to the broadcast, man.
Well, it's great to be here. This is my maiden voyage up here in the booth with you, and happy to be with you, Mike. Looking forward to a great season.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. So last year, St. Francis, they end the year 6-3, 6-1, one of the most successful years in program history, taking a share of the conference title. But talking to some of the coaches and players, they're not resting on those laurels. They got something to prove. Ranked number 25 coming into this season, out of at this point, which is going to be a lot of fun to see them go. You had a chance to check out some of the practices here, and the offense runs through their quarterback, Sam Tumulty, who's here for the second year. What'd you notice about Sam and how he likes to play?
Well, I know Sam comes in with the reputation of being an outstanding rushing quarterback, leading the nation in rushing last year. But a thing that really impressed me when I saw him at practice was the way he threw the ball. He was accurate on all his throws, the entire route tree. He could hit the out, the quick slants, the skiddy post, the deep ball. And boy, that's a threat. If he's coming out and throwing that well, along with his running ability, I'm sure that Coach Curry and Coach McCarthy are real happy to see that kind of progress.
Well, let's talk to Coach Curry right now. Coach, I know it's been a long time game, man. I'm sure it's been. I couldn't wait to get out of here after that loss. What's camp been like for you? What's the vibe?
With some energy, but a little bit, tone it down a little bit for, so that we can get the game underneath our belts. It's our first game. It's our first game. So there's obviously going to be a lot of energy, a lot of nerves, those sort of things. So the sooner we can get out of that and get to actually normally playing football, the better we'll be.
I don't know if you had a chance to have a team like this with as many returners as you had, so many leaders coming back? I know you lost a lot of production with Rayvon and Chris Johnson in the middle of the defense, but you got so many returners coming back. What a luxury is that for a coach?
Well, it's always a luxury, but it's the nature of the beast in college football. Now everybody has that luxury. St. Francis has a lot returning too, so it's one of those things that it means something, because you'd obviously like to have returners rather than rookies, but at the same time, it doesn't matter how many rookies or returners you have. If they can't perform on the field, then you're not doing you any good anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, we talked earlier, Coach, you mentioned that they have a brand new offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. So I was wondering, how do you look and prepare your team? Week one, there's a lot of unknowns anyway. Mm-hmm. But when you come in with maybe an entire scheme changed and you're just teaching kids on what you anticipate, how did that go for you this year in preparing your defense?
Well, it went well. I think one of the things that our defense coordinator, Coach Miller, he does a great job of, we spend hours upon hours in the offseason of sitting back and talking, hey, what are our rules for base defense? And we try to cover everything. Every RPO, every spread, every 2 tight, 3 tight, whatever it might be. So we're going to come out and we're going to play a lot of base to begin with, just to, again, get a feel for the game, because we don't exactly know what they're going to be doing. And hopefully after a couple series, we figure out what they're going to try to do and what they want to do, and hopefully we can adjust at that point. But it's going to be a lot of base for us to begin with, and hopefully that's successful for us. We got a lot returning on defense and a lot of good players, so hopefully we can hold our own there and until we figure out what they're doing.
One of the biggest wishes that a team can have coming out of camp is make sure everyone's healthy. I know you had some injuries last year you had to deal with. How are we looking going into week number 1?
So far, so good. I mean, we have had a couple, but it's the nature of the beast. You're in camp since August 6th, and here we are September 10th. So you're bound to lose a couple, which, we did. We lost an offensive lineman. He had surgery the other day. We hope he can come back, but just hoping and praying that he'll get healthy here sometime soon. But other than that, we have our nagging ankles, groins, injuries, those sort of things. But I don't think it's anything that's going to keep it out of the game today.
Go get them.
All right, thanks, guys.
Good luck, Coach.
What's a lot of fun about today specifically is that St. Francis Joliet, the Saints, come in ranked number 25 in the country, which is something that has only happened one other time in program history, being ranked into the preseason. St. Francis, Indiana, on the other hand, this is a little bit different for them. They have always been ranked in the top 25 coming into the season. This is just the second time they've been unranked. It is pretty incredible, so it's going to be fun to watch if the Saints can keep the momentum that they had from last year, and if the Cougars of St. Francis can turn some things around. What does that play like in your mind?
Well, I think you just kind of, I'm sure Joe's talked to his team about, hey, the rankings don't mean anything. It's what's going to happen out on the field today. You don't know what St. Francis is bringing in. Some new coaches, some new players. And St. Francis, like Joe was saying, they're going to start the game out, basic stuff, and make adjustments as they go along. But I think right now the rankings, I don't think Joe is so concerned about the ranking week 1. I think he's looking like week 11, week 12 where those rankings are. And I think new turf, new season, ready to get going here. I think the Saints look like they're really ready to get after it.
Year number 37 of Saints football kicks off in just a minute on the USF Sports TV Network.
The University of St. Francis in Joliet is a welcoming community of learners, ready to make you feel right at home. With a diverse student body that is a reflection of the community we serve, our students say over and over that USF truly feels like family. To get the excellent education and promising future you deserve, visit stfrancis.edu. Our home is your home. Make yourself comfortable at USF.
Welcome to Busey Bank Field here at Memorial Stadium. Nick Jacobs and Dan Sharp with you. Week number 1 of Saints football as they take on a familiar foe in St. Francis, Indiana. The captains out on the field for both teams. For St. Francis, that is DB Jalen Cooper, along with Sam Tumulty, Michael Johnson, and number 19, Jason Hartsfield, who will be a fun story to talk about as the game goes on today. The captains for the Cougars of St. Francis, Indiana, their running back Cam Peterson, their corner Damon Hunter, their linebacker Brandon Lockwood, along with senior Jack James. But before we dive too deep into the football game here, because there's a lot to talk about, there are a lot of storylines that we can have some fun with here today. I want to introduce you to our new partner here, Dan Sharp. If you're a Joliet football fan, you know that name. He's been the coach at Joliet Catholic for about over 20 years, I believe, as St. Francis looks like they deferred on the kick, so they will kick things off as they shake hands. But a couple state championship rings on your mantle as well, and we miss Lee Turnbow. I got to imagine Lee's listening, so my buddy, I hope he gets well soon and does what he needs to do to get healthy. But it's nice to have you here in the booth here, Dan.
Oh, Nick, it's great to be here. I was very excited when Dave called and invited me. I just hope, if Lee's watching, I hope I do you proud, Lee. You're one of the best, and we miss you and wish you, that you feel better and get better soon. But it's great being with you, Nick, being here at St. Francis. My first time I coached at St. Francis in '86 and walked that sidelines, and I got here, just brought back a flood of memories to me. I see some of the players that I've coached before are at the game today too. So it's great to be here, to be with you, and I appreciate all the help you've done in welcoming me to the broadcast.
Well, it's going to be great to have your football mind and your expertise breaking things down here for us. Lee, in much the same way as you, you've been around the game for so long. It's going to be interesting to see how the game plays out from your perspective. But before we get to that, first, the national anthem here at Memorial Stadium. Brand new field turf put in, by the way. It looks beautiful out here. Something that might take a little bit getting used to, too. The yellow uprights, they've been white for so long. National anthem here at Memorial Stadium. It's a warm day here in Joliet, 82 degrees here at Kickoff. A light breeze blowing out of the west-southwest, around 7-8 miles an hour. Perfect conditions for week number one here for St. Francis versus St. Francis. And when you talk about these two teams, you talk about their coaches who have been around their respective programs for pretty much the last 2 decades. For St. Francis here in Joliet, you got Coach Curry, who's in his 11th year as the head coach, but the guy's been around this program since he was a freshman when he played here. He's got a record of 50-54 right now. With those 50 wins, actually puts him first in terms of all-time wins as a head coach for St. Francis, besting Gordy later on just last year, who had 48. On the other side of the field here today, it's a legend. It's a Hall of Famer. He is the all-time winningest coach all-time in NAI football, Kevin Donnelly, in his 25th year as the head coach of St. Francis, Indiana. You want to know something kind of crazy? In his 25 years, he has almost the same amount of losses as Coach Curry does for St. Francis. 225 wins to just 58 losses for the man in the blue pullover right there, coaching for St. Francis. And you know what it's like to be a head coach of a program for that long and to have that kind of sustained success. That is incredible.
He's seen it all. Through the decades, he's seen everything. So it'll be interesting to see how they do today. There we go.
Underway here, 37th yeyear of St. Francis football. The kickoff will go to the goal line. Return man slips on his way out. They're going to play it up to the 20-yard line. And finally brought down at the 26. Returner Ben Butler, the junior out of Fort Branch, Indiana. Now comes the St. Francis, Indiana offense, led by their quarterback, Heath Simmons. He's a senior out of Hartford, Kentucky. Took over for Matt Crable, who all he did was break a few St. Francis records and earn a couple conference Offensive Player of the Year awards. So he's getting his feet wet in his second year as a starter for the Cougars. And they're going to work out of the shotgun much of the day. We'll see what kind of offense they bring. We're not exactly sure. They, as the new offensive coordinator, they're going to start off with a short pass to the flat. A broken tackle and one play and one first down for the Cougars on a pickup of 11. It goes out to the receiver, Crosley McKetchin, the sophomore out of Indianapolis.
Great block out on the outside by the wide receiver. It was difficult for our corner to get off there, and it's interesting to see him come out throwing the ball right away.
Taken out by Angel Mata, one of the leaders of that secondary. They're going to keep it on the ground here. First play of the set of downs, and it's inside run up to the 41-yard line.
That time, wing back, the little block lead up through, handed off the tailback. Great job by our linebacking crew to fill the gap and make the play there.
We don't have any individual numbers on the Cougars. We do have some team stats, though, as Cam Peterson is that running back. He's a senior. He's been running the ball for St. Francis for quite a long time. On the ground last year, they averaged only 96 yards per game. I say only because they're typically into the triple digits. They send their wing back in motion, and we're going to have our first penalty, I believe. Oh, maybe not.
Looks like official timeout here for a second here.
Well, it's first game for the officials, too. They're going to reset the play clock. Here we go. Let's try it again. 2nd down and 6 here for the Cougars. They're at their own 41-yard line. First drive of the game. Through the air. Short to the right side. Nice tackle made on the outside. Angel Mata once more, but a first down achieved for the Cougars into the hands of Ajay Danridge for the first time today, the sophomore out of Indianapolis. And quickly to the line they go. We're going to try to get a little pace here.
Tempo here on Cougars' part.
Their own 49-yard line on the ground, and here's the rush. Second unit comes in and finishes the job. First man in there was Mike Whitney, the middle linebacker for the Saints, and that goes backwards 2 yards.
Mike Whitney came through, made a great play, but I was really impressed with the pursuit by the rest of the defense. These guys are getting after the run game here. We may see the Cougars throw a little bit more than run the ball. We got 2 backs in the backfield now.
Under center, going to give it to the tailback. Looking for room, but there's not too much. Again, great team defense that time by the Saints. It's a pickup of 3 by the Cougars into Saints territory to the 49-yard line, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 situation for the Cougars.
Cougars look like they're having a hard time getting to that second level to block the linebackers. That means their defensive line is doing a great job up front.
Three linemen, 3 linebackers for the Saints. They're going to rush 4. Looking, check down, incomplete, 4th down.
Great pressure up the middle that time. Forced the quarterback to throw that a little bit off target. Great defensive stand for the Saints to start the game.
TJ Neal, number 28 there on your screen. Getting the start for the first time in his career. A sophomore out of Joliet West, transferred in from Minnesota State Moorhead, a D2 school, at 18 tackles a year ago. 1.5 tackles for a loss. He's just about there after the first series of the season. Nice to see. And that's what's so great about a new year, right? You get some of the kids who maybe played a little bit, didn't get a lot of playing time last year. Who's going to be the kids who are going to step up and take a starting role?
Well, they lift weights all year, their conditioning programs, and work hard in a month-long camp, and they earned their spot out here.
St. Francis wants a flag. I believe it's going to be a delay of game. And then you got some of the Cougars pointing to the other side. Yes, sir, delay a game on the Cougars, so it's going to give Scott Tumulty just a few extra yards to operate. And 3 years ago, so the 3rd season we've had Scott Tumulty here wearing the brown and gold. And if you remember his first season, my goodness, he was as dangerous a return man as any team in the nation. He took a bit of a step back in that role last year, but made up for it with his defensive back play. We'll see what kind of return game he's going to bring this year. He's the only one back, so they're going to have to kick it to him. High, deep. Scott's going to take a few steps back to the 15-yard line. Oh, a great pursuit by the St. Francis, Indiana special team unit. And it's going to be maybe a loss of 1 or 2 on the return.
Yeah, St. Francis did a great job. St. Francis Cougars, that is, did a great job of coverage that time. Stayed in their lanes, kind of didn't give them much room to run on that play there.
The Tumulty brothers, 2 All-Americans last year. What a luxury to have those 2 here in Joliet. Scott, who we just saw with the return, and second-team All-American. His brother, quarterback Sam Tumulty, an honorable mention, Conference Offensive Player of the Year. And our first time we'll see Sam this season. He's got 3 wide receivers, 2 right, 1 left. He's in the shotgun. Play action, throwing the slant. Nice ball, but a better play defensively by Isaiah Higgins, the quarterback, to knock it away from Hartsfield.
Boy, if that's the start of the way he's going to throw the ball this season based on his first one, that was an excellent throw.
Yep.
Like you said, a tremendous job of him taking his right arm and raking it through and separating the ball.
Hartsfield will come out. Go ahead, finish your thought there, Coach.
No, we're good.
DeJuan Gavin will come in for the first time, the sophomore out of Providence. Second down and 10. Snap back to Sam. They're going to keep it on the ground, but better pursuit by St. Francis, Indiana. They go back a few yards as well. The defense is coming out to play. Ball carrier Keenan Haley, sophomore out of JCA. His first carry of the season.
Yeah, that defensive lineman came from the back side there. They didn't seal him off, and they had something going play side. I like that formation where they got the two lead blockers coming up through there and running behind Big Gavin there. But, yeah, they had to clean up the backside a little bit better than that.
Hartsfield and Dan Getch lined up near side. And Sam Tumulty in the shotgun.
Big third down.
They're going to blitz two extra guys. Sam throws it incomplete. I think they're going to say a fumble. They're going to say it was a fumble and a touchdown for the Cougars. Sam took a shot. Tumulty is going to plead his case. The referees are going to have to talk about this one.
Yeah,
that looked like a forward pass from up here.
I think we're going to have to look at this one, Nick. But boy, they got pressure up the middle right away. You know, Scott.
Referee says touchdown. Wow, what a big play! And Sam took an absolute shot.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tough call. It's calls like that you really wish you had replay for the officials. Because I'd like to take a look. Oh, we do have a second look at that. Touchdown was picked up and scored by the defensive tackle, Schoffelberger. Snap good, hold down, kicks through the air. The first touchdown of the season comes from the St. Francis, Indiana defense. 7-0 Cougars here early on.
Cougars defense looked very impressive on that first series. The great play by the corner and knocking the ball away, and then they were playing on St. Francis Saints side of the ball that whole series with their pass rush and also with the run game. I think St. Francis have to make real adjustments there, but we're just getting off started, get the jitters out, and get the ball back again. That's a good thing. We're going to take it right down the field.
What was interesting there is we did not see the leading rusher in the country carry the ball. Not one time. I think you're just trying to maybe get some other players involved in the game before you let Sam loose too much. And of course, first couple plays went backwards, so there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity to run the ball, a couple passing situations, but that weapon has yet to be unleashed.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right, Nick. I'm sure we'll see quite a bit of that this afternoon.
Scott Tumulty back to return. It's like Keenan Haley on the other side. It's going to be Scotty. He's going to come up to the 7-yard line. Back toward the middle of the field, trying to get behind a few blocks. Sneaks through up to the 25. Good starting field position after the 10-yard return by Scott Tumulty. All right back at it for the St. Francis offense. We talked about Sam Tumulty and his pursuits on the ground last year. 231 carries, over 1,300 yards. He averaged 152 per game, which was the best in the country. Just a hair shy of 6 yards per carry for the quarterback for St. Francis. Through the air, not too bad. 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns on 52% throwing. Saints will start at the 25. Haley on the right hip of Sam Tumulty. Going to give it. Nope, Sam's going to try to keep it this time. Sneaks through into the second level and picks up about 4.
Good, nice, positive gain there. A great ball fake to Keenan, and drew the linebacker toward Keenan, and there's a nice little gap that the line opened up for Sam. I think we're going to see a lot of that RPO today with those two guys.
Yes, sir.
Two tight ends.
Two tight ends, two wide outs. Haley, the left hip of Sam. 4 down linemen for the Cougars. They're going to rush 4, drop the rest. Plenty of time. Throws as he's hit, and it's intercepted. Down to the 30-yard line. It was picked off by River Walsh. First team all-conference linebacker a year ago, and it's the second turnover in as many possessions for the Saints.
Well, Walsh took a deep drop. And they released Keenan into the short area over the middle on the Texas route. And they tried to bracket him, but he took a deep drop, and Sam tried to fit it in there. He's too good of a player to try and fit it in there. But
Heath Simmons, the quarterback, he's going to let it fly right side. It is leapt for and caught before he's pushed out of bounds, shy of the 20-yard line. Second catch of the day for Dandridge. Simmons 2 for 3 here early on through the air, and they're going to get to the line quickly again. Peterson, right hip of Harris, man in motion. Screen pass right. They're going to Dandridge again, but not much room. That's going to pick up about 2. He'll be a yard shy of the first down. 3rd down and 1 now for the Cougars.
the Cougars are they're controlling the tempo right now. Whether they get up quick and go or look to the sideline, it's going to be no huddle, and kind of put St. Francis situation where it'd be difficult to sub in.
Peterson the carry. Nice patience, looking for the hole. Filled up, but picked up enough to move the chains inside the 20 to the 17-yard line to pick up the 5 yards and a first down for the Cougars. And I know you got to get your feet under you. You don't want to get too hyped here at the beginning of the first game of the season, but you don't want that to lead to a 2-touchdown deficit right away.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't want to get in the hole that much, especially the way the Cougars defense is playing today.
Wing in motion left side. On the ground. Sweep left.
Got a holding
flag. Yep, tons of flags coming in from behind the St. Francis defense. You saw that a mile away, didn't you?
Well, I'll tell you what, they were trying to hook our defensive end. Made a great job of fighting through it, and he had to hold him in order for the running back to get to the edge. So great play by our defensive end, and great job for the officials to see it.
Yep.
Is that Strosha that was on that play? Looks like it. His jersey's ripped off. I think that was Strosha.
Pat Strosha, one of the incoming players, number 99, defensive end out of Plainfield. JCA product, went to Drake.
Oh, his dad was a great player here for St. Francis back in the early 90s. Played linebacker safety for us. It's great to see that lineage still continuing here at St. Francis.
Had D1 talent. Went to Drake, and for some reason or another didn't work out there. Maybe didn't get the playing time he wanted.
Oh, he's a great player at Joliet Catholic.
Yep.
I think his sophomore year is when they won a state title, and fortunately his senior year was during the COVID year. But he was a tremendous player, and glad to see him back playing on Memorial Stadium.
Busey Bank Field, yes, here is still Memorial Stadium, though. You weren't wrong. Simmons fakes right, checks it down to Peterson. Tumulty gets him by the shoelaces at about the 20-yard line. It's going to be shy of the first.
What a play by Tumulty. He got cut blocked down, hopped up quick, and made a play on the sideline. He saved a big gainer there.
Yes, he did.
That was a tremendous effort play and great tackle by Tumulty.
See it again. Watch Scott Tumulty come in and make that play.
He's on the ground now. He gets up. You'll see him come down the line. Beautiful play.
By the pants. Any way you can do it. 2nd down and 14 here.
A halfback pass.
Halfback pass. It's
great.
Incomplete. Covered nicely. They flipped that one to Dakari Jones, I believe. Oh, nope. Let me look at my other number 5 here. That was actually LeBan Davis, the freshman quarterback that they put in at halfback to try to throw that ball.
Well, the Saints saw that right away, and I tell you, what a heck of a play by Logan Johnson. He really took away the edge there and made a tremendous play to force the pressure.
It's an illegal forward pass. Why would that be?
There was when he threw the ball to avoid the sack from Logan. There was nobody in the area. Again, that play by St. Francis defense with Logan Johnson bringing the pressure created that penalty, and now this is a great way seeing him moving backwards. We got 2nd and forever here.
Offensive coordinator trying to pull a little trick out of his bag here early on. The new offensive coordinator for St. Francis, Indiana, Adam Sherman.
Usually that's a good play when you get near the red zone, but St. Francis was disciplined, and again, like I said, Johnson made a heck of a play on that.
3rd down and a mile here for the Cougars. Draw play for Peterson. He's got a little room. He works his way just shy of the 20-yard line. It's a nice pickup of about 8, but it's going to be 4th down and about 14. Might have a first look at the special teams unit for St. Francis, Indiana. Tackle made for St. Francis Joliet by T.J. Neal again.
Yeah, he did a nice job coming off the block. I'll tell you what, the Cougars' offensive line is playing extremely well. They're getting some movement, but the St. Francis kids are doing a great job of getting off blocks, and that was a big tackle there by JJ.
39-yard attempt from the middle of the field for freshman kicker Jack James. Kicker snap is good. Hold is down. Plenty of leg. And that's money. Whew, that would have been good from 50.
That was a heck of a kick. But I'll tell you, if you're Coach Curry, you're pretty pleased with that defensive stance. You know, They pushed them back, and I mean they were down in the red zone, thinking that they had a chance to score a touchdown, but the defense really stiffened up and played great. They'll build on that. Let's hopefully the offense can get a little something going now in this next series.
Coach Curry, 11th year, 50-54 record, was the Midwest Coach of the Year twice. Latest back at 2015. It's his 22nd year with the program. 4 as a player, 7 as a defensive coordinator, now his 11th as head coach, which is tied for the longest tenured head coach with a man you're familiar with, Coach Sharp, Mike Slovic.
Yep.
He also coached here for 11 years, 94-04. Coach Curry with the most wins in program history. Gillespie had 48. Curry has 50 now.
Wow. Coach Curry's done a tremendous job with the program and keep, he's really taken them to the next level now. And I know after last year's success, this is something he can continue to build upon. But him and his staff have done an excellent job.
James lets it fly. It'll be Scott Tumulty from his 5-yard line. See if he can make some magic work here. He's a little bit of hole. There he goes. There goes Tumulty. Right side. The kicker pushes him out of bounds at the Cougar 45-yard line. And finally a little life for the brown and gold.
Boy, what a weapon. What a weapon Scott is there returning the ball. Great job at the blocking over there on the right side. Did a right return. Excellent job. But open up a seam, and you don't have to give him much. When he sees a little seam, he's got that speed, man. He can take off. So, tremendous run. That's exactly what we needed here.
Yeah, is there a better moment for an offense than a great return on special teams? That'll give you a little bit of energy. It's stressful when you have to run some plays in the shadow of your own goalpost. So a little bit of room to operate here for his younger brother Sam.
Yeah, so
thanks, brother.
Yeah, it's nice when you can recruit families.
Exactly.
Recruit players, but you can recruit a family of that talent.
3 wide receivers left, 1 right. Haley on the right hip of Sam Tumulty. 1st and 10 here on the 3rd drive of the game for the offense. Ooh, looking for Getch on the check down, but maybe just slipped out of his hands on that play. 2nd down.
Boy, that A.J. Moore, man, he's quick on. He came off that edge pretty quick there. We got to try to get Sam a little bit of time here.
Yeah, he's not getting much. He's got hit twice. A.J. Moore, who you just talked about, number 4 defensive end out of Indy, all-conference first-teamer last year. You're not going to see the last of him. Fake to Coran. Sam's going to keep it. Nice push by him on his offensive line up to the 40-yard line. Pick up a 4. A 3rd and manageable here for the Saints.
A nice play there. Got a great fake to came on and allowed a situation for that RPO. He read it, got up in it, broke a tackle. Real impressed with the way Sam is running the ball this afternoon.
3rd and 6 for the Saints offense. Showing blitz from the Cougars. Coran again in motion. They're going to give it to him. Nope, Sam's going to keep it. Either way, they were going backward. They had Coran bottled up. They had Sam bottled up. They go backward 3 yards, 4th and 9. In a punt situation here for St. Francis of Illinois. I got to make sure to keep them straight here.
Yeah, it's, I think they're definitely going to be keying on Sam quite a bit here.
They had Kaman Coran going on the jet sweep too. They really were a disciplined defensive unit that play. Ryan Bidet returning as the punter and place kicker for St. Francis. He's got a great accuracy off that right foot. Let's see if he can put it in the corner here. Looks like they're going to go for the block. No, they'll drop a few. Angled right to the short side of the field. It will bounce, take a St. Francis hop, and can they get there before it gets into the end zone? Yeah, oh, it was just inside the goal line. I thought St. Francis downed it at the 1, but official right there had a great view of it. St. Francis will have a touchback.
That was a great kick. Put it right down there. Just took a funny hop on us here.
See it one more time. But bounced at the 15. Got by Jason Hartsfield.
Kind of made a left turn on us there and just got on the line.
Ooh. Looked like he downed that before it got there. Back onto the field come the Cougars. Behind Heath Simmons, their senior quarterback. Motion man right on the ground to Peterson, the running back. Bottled up again by the shoelaces. Who was the first one in on that? Mike Johnson, the nose tackle, making the play.
Beautiful play. Those guys, again, pursuit is excellent. Slow reading the backside, taking away any cutbacks. The play side really bottled up the lineman and created an opportunity for Johnson to catch it from the backside.
Talk about recruiting families. Mike's older brother Chris just graduated, a phenomenal inside linebacker. We miss his presence there. But Mike doing some great things on that D-line. Play action. Check down to the tight end. Scott Tumulty, the safety, just puts him on the ground, shoulder to the gut, and down he goes as the catch for Ethan Dye, the sophomore. Big 6'3", 225-pounder.
Great job defense by secondary of St. Francis. And then, of course, Scott, boy, is he an athlete. He could do everything.
Saved a first down. 3rd down and 1 here for the Cougars. Blitz from the right side, handoff, hit him in the backfield, still on his feet, hit again, he tried to reach for it, he did not get it. We're going to have a 4th down for the Cougars. Oh.
Great team defense.
Coming to hit today, huh?
Oh, they just bottled up the running back on that one. The offensive line, they just stuffed it. And great pursuit.
And a great flip of the field here, too. That return by Scott Tumulty flipped the field. Defense held their position. And we'll see if Scotty can return it and at least give the St. Francis Joliet offense some great starting position here. Love to see it on the Cougar side of the 50. Let's see what happens here. James, flag on the play, low punt, angle left. They're not even going to give Sam a chance, but it'll go out of bounds at the St. Francis, Illinois 30. We'll see what that flag's about. 4:24 left to go here. First quarter, 10-0 Cougars. Lined up offsides.
That looks like it might be against the Cougars here.
Yeah, I think so too.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Curry wanted to kick it over again. They do have the ball at the 30-yard line. Pretty good field position.
Mark Gilpin, our referee today, chatting it up with his.
I think what the rules are, they could take the penalty after the ball's kicked. That's what they'll do. They'll mark the penalty off from the 30-yard line where the ball went out of bounds.
Shout out to Mrs. Laquetta. Again, she's the real MVP up here in this booth, handing out these ice waters. It got pretty warm up here when the sun was beating down this morning.
Oh, she's the best.
Yeah.
The very best.
Hope you're ready for your bag lunch at halftime. Oh, they got the chains backward. I'm going to get to flip those.
There we go.
There we go, yep. And it's first down. There you go. All right, it was a slow start here for the Saints offense. Let's see if they can figure something out here on their 3rd opportunity. Under 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Sam in the shotgun. Quarterback keeper the entire way, trying to break him free a bit, and he'll pick up a solid 4 up to the 39-yard line.
That's a nice little play called by Coach McCarthy, a little quarterback power play off the right side. No fake there. We're just lining up. We're coming at you.
I'll take Sam in that battle most days.
Well, he's a tailback that could throw back there. You know.
That's exactly what he is. Yeah, he's listed as a quarterback, but you're absolutely right. He's a running back who can throw. And they got Tight ends on that side, that short side of the field too. On the ground to Haley. He finds a bit of a hole, tripped up right at the yard to gain line. And he might be a foot or two shy.
We're seeing some nice adjustment here when they got that stacked wing to the right side. You're getting, without having to pull any linemen, you're not getting that backside chase from the defensive line. You're pulling your 2 tight ends, so you get a kick out and a lead up through. Very nice adjustment by the Saints.
Third down and 1 for the Saints. Handoff, Haley spins out of 1, trying to pick up that first down. It's going to be no gain. Fourth down and 1 for the Saints. Decision time for the Saints. You got to think they're going to kick this one, right? I know all the players want to go, but what's your call here, Coach?
Well, I'd probably go for it, but that's probably why I'm sitting in the booth with you too right now.
Well, it's probably why you won 5 state championships. I don't even know if 5 is right. It might be shortchanging you 1 or 2.
I tell you, Keenan, I know he wanted to get that yard. If he would have stayed on the edge and followed Gavin there, he might have been able to sneak through. But
I think they're going for it here, Coach. They kept the offense on the field. They didn't have the personnel they wanted necessarily, so a timeout called by St. Francis, Illinois. 2:49 to go. They tried to throw out their big guard, Rylan Heersink, a junior out of St. Joe's, but he's on 6'4", 330, so I'm pretty sure that he'd be the guy that they're going to run behind.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got number 22 in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
You get an extra blocker because he doesn't have to hand it off to anybody. And see how they run, probably some kind of a goal line look maybe.
Uh-huh.
Would you have the courage to play action here?
Yeah, and if you want,
I think they're going to try and get this with the
legs.
With Sammy.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's see what Coach Curry and Matt McCarthy have discussed. I see. Brian Madey's going out there. They're going to give it up. How's the fake?
Might not be a bad opportunity to fake. The ball's close to midfield.
And I'm sure.
But I don't see their running back in the backfield. So I think they're going to punt this.
Coach Donnelly, he's been there for 25 years and a head coach for 43. I think he's seen it all too.
And I think it's a good decision on Coach Curry's part. The defense had a great couple of stands there. The one down near the goal line where they held them to a field goal, and the last one. So if you could pin them down there and defense can get you a 3 and out, we could be in great shape.
A beautiful punt from Madey. Fair catch called for, and nearly dropped, but it was made at the 15. So St. Francis is going to play the field position game here. The St. Francis Saints are. And the Cougars will come out back at their own 15-yard line. Safe decision, especially with the way the defense has been going so far.
Right, Nick. I think the last 2 series, the way our defense played, I think Joe feels, hey, maybe we could flip the field here a little bit.
Defense has played well. Lots of returners on that defense for the Saints. Everyone's back except for Chris Johnson, the middle linebacker. Everybody, entire secondary is back. Jalen Cooper, Scott Tumulty, Terrence Nicholson, Angel Mata, Jermaine Ross among them as well as a nickelback. The defensive line has a ton of experience as well with Cam Holman and Mike Johnson and Ryan King.
And I see they've been rotating Pat Stroshan, King, and so they're trying to keep guys fresh, especially when you're getting a team that's running kind of a quick-pace offense. Oh, what happened there?
Waiting for the chain gang here or what? Hey, first game for everybody.
Yeah.
First game for everybody.
Is there a penalty? Why did they move it to the 20?
Well, that's a good question. I didn't see a flag.
I didn't either.
Last thing they need is 5 extra yards for free.
Right.
Here's Simmons. Drop back across the middle. And the catch is made. Bottled up right away at the 39 by Jermaine Ross. But that ball was right on the money to the target, Ben Butler.
Yeah, they found a nice window in there between the linebackers and the safety. And he kind of sit in that open area and made a great throw.
And historically, the way the St. Francis Illinois defense stacks up, that is the soft spot in that zone. Another one right down the middle. Lots of contact. There's the flag. Yep, not surprised at all. Dandridge, the intended receiver. I saw contact. I didn't see who quite initiated it. I know a lot of the Saints have issue with the flag.
Well, Tumley has just as much right to the ball as the receiver does. So.
Yep. Let's see if we can get a.
I thought he made a great move to cut that route off.
They called it on Scott Tumley, much to the St. Francis crowd dismay. See if we get a. Not sure if we had a camera in the secondary on that one to get a replay, but penalties will kill you.
That's a tough one, though. I thought he made a great break on the ball, and bang bang. He's a moment from getting an interception, and now it's a penalty. Well, let's hold him here.
Into St. Francis, Illinois territory to the 46 of the Saints. Cougars in that pistol formation, 3 wideouts left. Tight end goes in motion right side. Here comes the blitz from the secondary. Picked up nicely by the offensive line. Sidearm to Ben up to the 30. He's got Rumor on the sidelines. Tripped up down to the 10. It's going to be a 1st and goal situation for the Cougars.
That was, they brought the blitz from the boundary side. It was picked up, and the pass went right where the blitz was, right in the vacated area.
Jermaine Ross, I believe, and 7 or 2, I believe it was Jermaine Ross on the blitz, but a great job by that Cougar offensive line to pick it up. And catch made by that man, Ben Butler, his 2nd catch of the game. To throw, pump fake, end zone, touchdown. Wide open in the back corner was Crosley McKetchin, his first touchdown of the season, first one for the Cougars offensively. And they have taken control here, 16-0 with an extra point coming up.
I think that looked like he made a double move down there. It looked like he might have broke to the post and then back to the flag. And it just froze the safety coming over the top to help. Yeah, see a little pump fake there. Little in-out route. Got a lot of separation. Great route running, nice ball.
Whistle here on the extra point try. Penalty on the Saints that is declined. I think they're going to do it again. Derek Robb, the holder for the Cougars. The freshman Jack James, the place kicker. That one's good. 17-zip, 1:45 to go. Saints digging themselves a little hole here in the first quarter with about 1:45 to go. Some first quarter numbers. Well, I'll tell you what, Heath Simmons couldn't have asked for a better start to his senior year, going 9 for 10 in the first quarter. 104 yards and a touchdown there. Ben Butler, the leading receiver so far with 54 yards on 2 catches. Dandridge has 3 catches for 17 yards as well for the Cougars of St. Francis.
Well, I think right now you just like to come out and get a nice drive going. Don't, get something, move the chains, get some first downs, give that defense a little time on the sideline there, and just put together a nice drive. And get yourself, get down here, get a score here. We get back in the game somewhat, and we got plenty of time left today. But just settle down, run your stuff. We had some positive plays with Sam running the ball. We had some guys that were open in the passing game. Let's just see if we could just move the ball down the field. It takes some time.
It will be Haley from the 7-yard line. He'll try to find a wedge in the middle of the field. Nice return past the 30. Good blocking up front from the upbacks. Decent field position for the Saints. Sam Tumulty throwing the ball 0 for 3 with a pick so far. Been sacked once as well on the ground. Sam has carried it 5 times for just 4 yards. Keenan Haley 3 carries for just 3 yards. That is the totality of the offense for the Saints so far. They have been stymied by this Cougar defense. But long way to go here. It's the first quarter of the first game. But I'll tell you what, the Cougars coming out looking a bit more polished. Sam the gun, Haley right hip. They're going to give, nope, Sam's going to pull it back and keep it himself. Made one miss, nice block outside, but he's tripped up. Nice tackle by the Cougars linebacker, Nate Newcomer. Trip him up for no gain.
I've been real impressed with the Cougars' line play, both on offense and defense. Again, they're just occupying blockers, and these linebackers are getting themselves in position to make plays. Sam made a great move just to get 2 yards there.
3 wide receivers off to the left. Corners are off a bit. 2 safeties, they're in tight. They got their eyes on that quarterback, I imagine. There's the drop to Sam. He's going to draw play. First time we've seen that type of play, but another great open field tackle, minimizing the damage. Sam will take it for 6 yards, bringing up 3rd down and 4.
That's a nice little play, run left. They had the defensive line working upfield so fast that he had the linebackers dropping in pass coverage, opened up a little gap there with some room to run for Sam. I'll tell you what, this A.J. Moore guy, he's the real deal. He's been, again, in the backfield right away. Almost beat the ball back there.
20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Sam again in the shotgun. A blitz being shown to his left. They'll bring a few extra rushers. Sam looking for a hole, runs right into the back of his own man, just shy of the 40. It's going to bring up 4th down. I think Dan McLaren took the brunt of that Sam Tumulty run, and that'll bring us to the end. Nope, there's going to be a timeout. It's going to be an official's timeout here.
Well, Sam lost his helmet. I don't know.
He's going to have to come out.
He's going to have to come out for a play.
Eric Maffey, the backup quarterback for St. Francis. He'll come in for a play here to end our first quarter, or at least just let the clock run out. I don't even think they have to snap.
No, they should start the clock up here after the official timeout.
Reset the play clock, and wind it, and they will come off the field. Tough start for the Saints here. 17-0 in a hole against the St. Francis Cougars out of Fort Wayne. St. Francis of Illinois here ranked in the top 25. They're going to try to hold on to it. They got 3 quarters to dig themselves out of this 17-0 hole. We'll come back in just a minute on the USF Sports TV Network.
It's a small school, but it's mighty in that it changes your life when you go here.
The experiences that I gained and the life lessons that I learned while I was here are something that I continue to carry with me.
I'm proud to hold 4 degrees from the university. I wouldn't have gone back time and time again if I didn't think that this was a quality education.
No matter where you are in life, with the right people, the right school, and the right support, you can do anything.
Your career is limitless after you go to the University of St. Francis.
Fresh 15 on the clock here at Memorial Stadium. 17-0 Cougars on top of the Saints in this Battle of St. Francis. They played quite a bit over the course of the 37 years of St. Francis, Illinois football. Only 25 years of St. Francis Cougars football out there. Last season, the Cougars went 3-6. First losing season since the program's first ever season in 1998, I believe, when they went 2-8. They've never had a losing season since then until last year. That's incredible. It's 4th down here for the Saints. They will punt it away. Nearly blocked off the right side of the foot of Brian Madej. Not his best punt. It'll go out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Short field here for Simmons and the Cougars.
Again, a great rush up the middle there. Forced them to try to get the ball off, a little quicker than he may have wanted to, and kind of shanked a little bit. Again, impressed with the line play of these Cougars. They're just playing as good as anyone you'll see up front. They've been dominant so far in the first quarter.
The 6th matchup between St. Francis and St. Francis. The Cougars have won all previous 5. Simmons on the run this time. behind his intended receiver and incomplete. He was looking for Crosley McCutcheon. He caught the touchdown pass late in that first quarter.
Michael Johnson was right there on him, forced him to throw the ball before he could turn his shoulders and square up to the throw.
Second down at 10 at their own 48 here for the Cougars. Screen out to the left side. It's caught, and there's Jermaine Ross to put his shoulder in him. Spin him down at the St. 46-yard line. It's a nice pickup of about 7, though. Third down for the Cougars. Jermaine Ross, one of the returning secondaries, a nickelback out of Little Rock, Arkansas, had 44 tackles and a pick last year. Simmons looking across the middle of the field, wide open, complete to the 32-yard line, and another big first down for the Cougars. And again, Crosley McCutcheon finding the soft spots in that zone of the St. defense.
Yeah, that curl route, they like running that. They had a nice window to throw in, good protection up front.
First down for the Cougars again. Motion man to the right. Play action. Simmons looking downfield. He wants to score, but he checks it down, and it's incomplete. Knocked out of the hands of the receiver by Scott Tumulty.
There he is again.
Yeah, you're going to hear his name a lot.
Isn't he? Yes.
Brings up second down here. Just underway here, second quarter. Looks like he might be. Thought he was holding that right hip there, but maybe it's just a little bit winded here the first game of the season. Simmons on the run again. Oh, wide open behind the defense. It's a touchdown. Missed assignment for St. Francis. Easy 6 for the Cougars.
Well, we had a blown coverage there. They ran a layer route to the outside. Not sure who had deep responsibility, but I saw where the corner came up on the underneath route. There was nobody up over the top.
Yep.
And of course, Cougars took advantage of it.
James, the kicker again, looking for the extra point. 23-0 here, just underway in the second quarter. That one's good. 24-0. Not the start the Saints envisioned. Coach Curry and company gonna have a lot to look at halftime.
Yeah. Well, you just keep working. We talked earlier in the broadcast about being the first game, and I always felt that the greatest improvement of any team comes between the first week and the second week. So just keep working, get some positives, try and get some first downs, hopefully get a score in here before half, but stay positive, keep working on the things you worked on, and we can't get our heads down right now. We just got to play through these things, and you learn a lot about your team at times like this. Believe me, I've been in this situation many times.
I'm sure you have. And if anyone doubted how good the Cougars were going to be just because of the down year last year, then you haven't been paying attention. You haven't paid attention for the past 25 years that Kevin Donnelly has been the head coach of that team. They are too good. They are too well coached. The talent pool that they recruit from is just too good for them to not come out fire, and that's exactly what we're seeing today. We're seeing a well-coached team.
Yes, and we knew that there's some changes they were going to make with their schemes, and they're precise, and we're still trying to figure things out a little bit here. But I'm really impressed with the line play of the Cougars.
Yeah, that St. Francis offense going to have to figure something out. Slow down that defensive line of the Cougars. This kick well deep into the end zone. They're going to let that one go for a touchback. USF picked to finish third in the MSFA Midwest preseason coaches poll. They did get a first place vote from somebody, one of the coaches in the conference. And how that works is each coach in the conference ranks the teams, how they think they will finish the year. And every first place vote, you get 7 points. If you're picked to rank second, you get 6, so on and so forth. There's 8 teams in the conference. Each coach can't rank their own team. St. Xavier's picked to win the conference again. Coach Feminist always doing amazing things up there on the south side. Then Olivet Nazarene actually picked to finish second. St. Francis third.
Well, those are the best 3 teams last year.
Yeah, that's historically the top 3 teams. Blitz shown again from the Cougars. Again, they're going to bring some extra bodies. Check down to Hartsfield out near the 29-yard line. Short pass, picks up 4, but moves the ball a little bit. Hopefully gets Jason Hartsfield back into this game.
Great blitz pickup by the Saints that time. They had to come up the middle and off the edge of the line, and Haley did a great job of picking all that up and allowing Sam to get the ball out.
Here it is again. Yeah, nice pickup by number 27, Haley. Great camera work, by the way. Great job down there picking up that play as the Hartsfield gets his first catch of the season. 2nd down and 6. Motion man Karan. Fake it to him. Sam keeps it, but he goes right into the teeth of the Cougar defensive line. He's able to pick up 2 or 3 there to bring up 3rd down and short. Well, we'll say 3rd and 2.
They may get Karan on the edge with this play. They're really, the inside backers are really keying Sam there. It looked like they may come back to that jet play and try and attack the edge off it.
Caesar Price, the big 290-pound nose tackle there to stand up Sam Tumulty. Call it 3rd and 3 here for the Saints. Man, they need a 1st down just to keep that defense off the field for a while. 3 wide receivers, tight ends. Make that 4 wide receivers now. Haley, the right hip of Sam Tumulty. No drop, surveys. Looking for Hartsfield. The ball was a little bit high, though, and incomplete. 4th down. Hartsfield was open. There was a window there.
We had a window there. I don't know. Sam, I don't know if he had an opportunity to step up, but he had time there. It was nice. It was kind of like a double post. They cleared out. The second guy through looked like he was wide open in that around the hash area.
No, they didn't pick up the 1st down, but you see a window to how the offense can move the ball. Hartsfield got open. He ran a nice route in front of the DB. Sam just didn't connect on the throw, something he normally does. You saw him in practice. He was hitting that pass over and over again. So he missed on that one, but I don't suspect that'll be the norm. Madej gets this punt off a little better than the last one.
Yeah, it's a little different when you got everybody flying around you, and you're trying to see over and through guys to make a play. Plus, you're in the, it also doesn't help that you're constantly in passing situations too,
And the opposing defense is actually trying to hit you now instead of just getting your face a little bit.
It's hard to, emulate the speed in practice that you see. And that's one of the big things in the first game is how fast the game is compared to what it was in practice.
See if they can slow down Simmons here in the Cougars. Right up the middle. First pressure, and they got him around the arm, and down he goes. First sack of the season for the Saints.
Fantastic blitz call there by Coach Miller.
TJ Neal gets in there to bring down Simmons. Hopefully that's the spark they need to start turning the momentum a bit. 2nd down and 19.
They brought him right through the defense's right A gap, and great timing on the blitz. Perfect play, perfect call.
Wide receiver screen, makes 1 miss, makes 2 miss, down up to the 40 before he's pushed back.
Cougars wide receivers block so well. They made a great block out there on the edge there, and that allowed them to get the 4 or 5 yards. Get real impressed with the blocking over here by the Cougars. They've been playing very well, both on the ends and interior linemen.
3rd and 13 after the completion.
Boy, that sack was big.
Yes, it was. They're going to rush 4. Check down again, middle screen, spinning at the original line, makes 1 miss, not the second, brings up 4th down and 4 to go. Nice play. Oh no, Michael Johnson slow to get up here for the Saints, and if he can't go, that's a big loss for this Saints defense. Looks like an arm. Holding that left arm limp there by his side, pointing to his shoulder. Oh, he's in some pain.
Well, you don't want to see that.
No.
He's been playing very well for the Saints too this first half. The Saints showed great pursuit and effort on that play. That's the one thing about these guys. They're playing with great effort every down. Let's hope he's okay here.
Running off under his own power, and I can tell you what, if watch it again.
Landed on the
right
shoulder.
here at the end of the play, he had the legs of the receiver there. Maybe he just took a knee to the shoulder.
Yeah, or landed funny on that shoulder.
Look at Mike right now, just trying to fight this off. Oh, he is a warrior. Just watching him play the last couple of years, I know for a fact he's going to try everything in his power to get back out there on the field.
Yeah, they're looking up there at the shoulder, the AC joint there. He might have came down on that awkwardly, and hopefully it's nothing serious. Hope it's a stinger.
Punt situation here for the Cougars. Punt is away, and it's a boomer. Scott Tumulty will call for the fair catch, let it bounce at the 15-yard line. They'll give him the 16 on the hop. That is where Scott's younger brother Sam and company will come to try to figure out something to do to work against that Cougar defense. I see Jalen Cooper trot off the field after a special team assignment. St. Francis here today, opening up against St. Francis, and then on the road. If you thought this was a contest, wait till next week when you're on the road against Marian University, the 5th-ranked team in the country.
They're always good.
Always. And then it's Siena Heights back here at home for week 3. Not an easy game either. None of those games on this schedule are easy here in the MSFA. Play action. Sam throws out, nice completion, and down he goes.
Boy, he got that ball out quick after the fake. Nice fake, held the linebackers, and then made a great throw for a nice 6-yard gain. Nice to see Liam Eldridge get a catch there. Had 16 catches for 186 last year and a touchdown. He missed the last game of the year against St. Xavier with a knee injury. And he's a talent, man. When that guy gets a little bit of space to work, he was a bit overshadowed by Rayvon Johnson, which everybody would be, who's now a coach, by the way. Rayvon is back here on the sidelines for St. Francis. That's great to have those guys come back and coach.
Carry here, and looks awful close to a first down. Was that Haley on the carry, I believe?
Got a little push there. Yep. That's good.
And they're going to give it to him. Finally, a first down for the Saints.
Great start to this drive.
Yes. Nice completion to Liam. A couple nice runs by Sam and Keenan. Just the first down of the game for St. Francis, the St. Francis Saints. 9:30 to go here, first half. To Keenan again. There's not a lot of room inside, maybe a yard. Those tackles on the defensive line. You've been saying it all game how you've been impressed with that defensive line. They're not getting moved around.
No, I'll tell you that Walsh playing hard inside too. They got linebackers, and the front 7 have played very well today for the Cougars. But hey, maybe we'll come out with another quick throw to the edge, because we got one-on-one out here to the wide side of the field.
Single safety, middle of the field. Looks like they're going to bring a couple extra. Oh, linebacker drops back. They will rush just the 4. Drop back 7 through the air, middle of the field.
Ball.
Up high and making the grab near midfield. 21. Dan Getch with the catch. He's always been a big target out of his tight end spot. And I think with Rayvon not suiting up, leaving because of graduation obviously last year, he's going to get a lot more targets, and he is a big target. You'll see him down here go up and make that grab.
Yeah, through 3 vertical routes there. Beautiful read.
First down,
there's
throwing
that quick
again.
out.
They go outside. Nice move made up the field. Another first down for the Saints into Cougar territory. Again, Liam Eldridge making a man miss and moving the chains.
Right on cue after your description of his play.
He's a star.
He comes right up and makes a great one. Nice catch, and made a great move back to the inside to break a tackle.
He's a true number 1. He's a number 1 wide receiver. And St. Francis had 2 of those last year with Rayvon Johnson and Liam Eldridge. Now it's Liam's wide receiver core to handle. He's wide left here on your screen. Drop back, pump fakes to him. They're trying to go for the double route, but too much time. Sam Tumulty taken down in the backfield by A.J. Moore, a name we've said before.
Yeah, he's playing at a very high level today. But with the success of the passing game, we noticed the linebackers have deepened up a little bit that series. So they just came with 4. and they had like 4 under zone there, which kind of switched up the coverage a little bit. So the success of the passing game may get those linebackers to deepen and widen out. Maybe we'll be able to run the ball a little bit better with Sam.
DeJuan Gavin had to slide over and tried to block A.J. Moore, and all respect to DeJuan, but a lot of wide receiver, tight end, running backs are going to have a hard time with him. Second down and long now for the Saints after a couple nice plays. They're going to go, check down, but that ball, it was intended for Gavin. It was overthrown and almost coming in there to sweep it off the turf with Dezion Jordan, but it does fall incomplete. A little bit inaccurate that time from Sammy.
Well, they brought a double blitz up the middle again, and one guy was unblocked to force Sam to throw off his heels there and just get the ball off. A lot of substitution here for the Cougars. They brought in 3 new linemen.
Third and 19 now. The Saints on the 46-yard line of the Cougars.
See if they blitz again and force them to throw quick.
Jump, no flag though.
They're playing
They're
coverage.
still going long, looking for Liam. Almost reeled it in, but a flag comes out. It's going to be pass interference on the Cougars.
This one might. I'm afraid this could be on us here.
You think so?
It might be, yeah. A little push off by Liam.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Good eyes there, Coach. Good eyes. Before we got him in frame.
Yeah, it's hard to see that. Kind of touchy though, but.
Sacks and penalties, but they're going to decline it and just go to 4th and long. Yeah, they will decline it. It'll just be an incomplete pass. Oh, there you see it. Yeah, a little push in the back. You're absolutely right.
See, they were a soft coverage that time. They didn't bring anybody. Knew that we had to get to the sticks, that we had to get about 20 yards to get a first down, so they played soft coverage, forced us to try and throw it in front. They had good help over the top there.
Good camera work again, catching everything, different angles.
I'll tell you, this crew is
professionals
amazing.
over there.
Best.
At least we got somebody who knows what they're doing over there. Huh? 4th down and a long way to go. Brian Madej set to kick it off, or punt it away rather. Nearly blocked. Fair catch called for. Made at the 12.
Look who's the first guy down the field.
Number 1. 6:55 to go here in the first half. 24-0. Cougars with a huge first quarter and start to the second quarter.
I'll tell you what, though, we've seen quite a few positives in that drive, though. We just got to do a little better job picking up those blitzes and then blocking A.J. Moore.
Yeah.
That's a lot to ask.
I'll say that all?
Yeah, that's about it.
Is that all we got to do?
But we had some nice plays there, nice little series.
Yeah, 3 first downs. First downs of the game for St. Francis, so definitely their best drive of the game so far. They're going to counter right side. Another nice run up to the 20-yard line and a pickup of, give them about 7 yards on the carry for the Cougars. Michael Johnson back in the game, still nursing that left arm, but he's trying to battle it out.
Well, that's a good sign. That shows it's nothing serious. Might have been, like I said, a stinger.
And there he is right on top of there, finishing off that tackle, number 52 for the Saints. Heath Simmons, the quarterback. Another handoff, but hitting the backfield again, the first one there. You think he's injured, but he comes up and make a play. Number 52, Michael Johnson.
He just exploded on that one. Ran a swim move over the center, and he came through, and he planted. He's coming back out again now.
Well, with 3rd down and 5, here comes Ryan King. Ryan had about 39 tackles last year. 3.5 sacks, 5.5 tackles for a loss, as you see Johnson jet in there and take him down. Here we go on 3rd down and 5. Incomplete pass, really one of the only inaccurate throws we've seen from Simmons, but that couldn't have come at a better time for the Saints.
No, the good pressure off the edge there. And then we had a nice high-low coverage out there on the bootleg. With the bootleg, you try to get the quarterback at the edge, get an advantage, but you can only throw basically to half the field, and we did get a good job of covering the half the field there.
The big leg of Jack James back out of the field for the Cougars, ready to punt this one off, standing at his own 4. Scott Tumulty to return for the Saints, standing at his own 45-yard line. Snap's good. Punt is away. High, booming punt, sending Scott back a big hop at the 35, and it'll die right there. We'll roll to the 31.
Well, the Cougars special team, or directional kicking, they do not want
Have you noticed the trend?
Scott to catch the ball out there. They don't want number 1 to get anywhere near the ball. So.
No. And they got a guy who can get that done. That guy's just he's a senior rather. What was interesting is you don't see a lot of kickers be captains of a team. He was out there in the middle of the field for the coin flip. Number 0, Jack James, their kicker.
Well, kickers can they change the geography. They can, he looks like an excellent field goal kicker from what we've seen before too. So that's a big weapon to have if you got an excellent kicker.
Sun shining here in Joliet. Sam Tumulty in the shotgun. Hit all day, and he's going to go down again. He's had no time to work. They're going to blow that play dead before he goes down to the ground. It's going to be a loss of 2 on another sack of Sam Tumulty.
Yeah.
I know they want to throw it. They got some weapons on the perimeter, but not a lot of time for Sam today.
They come up against a very good front 4 today.
Mm-hmm. And they've been dialing up blitzes at just the right time.
Right.
From just the right areas of the field. Trying to pull a guard this time, and another great tackle off the edge by the Cougars. River Walsh jetting in from his linebacker spot to minimize the gain, a gain of 1 or 2. It's going to be 3rd and 11 now for the Saints.
It looked like that might have been Keenan's block, that kick-out block there. If he could have got a shoulder, that guy's so quick coming off the edge, if Keenan could have got a shoulder on him, we might have had a chance to pick up some pretty good yardage there. Here we are again, 3rd and long.
Saints 2 for 7 on 3rd down, and a flag
free
comes
play
out. Again, a free play for the Saints, but still Sam Tumulty takes a shot in the backfield. Although he's been taking a few hits, I'm not too worried about that kid. He's as tough as they come. See it one more time here. Right off the right edge, untouched. A.J. Moore again. A.J. Moore is getting quite familiar with Sam Tumulty today.
Yeah, he's tough enough to block without a head start. Give him a head start off the edge.
Yeah. 3rd and 11 now to 3rd and 6. Makes things a bit easier.
Yeah, that was a big penalty here. They changed things up.
What do you think here? Tough running the ball inside and not very much time to throw the ball. What are you dialing up here?
Well, it looks like they're going to coverage here. You could maybe have to try and look at something underneath, maybe what we call a sticks route, where you get about your 6 yards at the, run routes 6 yards to the sticks and try and hit that curl area, or maybe a little crossing route.
Hard count. There's going to be a false start.
Right back to him.
You got Hartsfield. He heard the TV or on your computer or phone the hard count there from Sam Tumulty, but he got Hartsfield there on the right. So the 5 yards you just acquired, you give right back. St. Francis with 6 penalties now for 38 yards. St. Francis, Joliet, that is. The Cougars with a couple of 10-yard penalties. Watch him around the hard count, the wide receiver, bottom of your screen. Got him, yep. Back to 3rd and 11. Passing situation. Let's see how many rushers the Cougars bring.
Watch out for more here. We got the back on the opposite side. No help.
They bring 4.
Nice
Sam
job.
steps up in the pocket. Nice. He's going to try to do it with his legs. Cuts it back inside. He sees where the sticks are.
There you go.
Forward. First down, Saints. Needed 11 and got 16.
First of all, I thought our left tackle did an excellent job blocking Moore. So we had a wide stance coming up the field there, and then, of course, you get Sam where he can find a seam like that, and he could just make things happen with his legs. Beautiful run.
You get Sam Tumulty in some space, that's what he can do for you. Nice little leap there at the end and a dive forward. First down. They're at their own 47-yard line. Inside run from Haley looking for a bit of room. Nice job by the big boys up front to create a little space. 3-yard pickup for Keenan. 2nd and 7 at midfield.
They did a little double tight end set that time. They were able to get a push up the middle.
Beautiful shot of the brand new field turf here at Busey Bank Field at Memorial Stadium, a facility of the Joliet Park District. You see the Joliet Park District logo there. It says Memorial on our left side in the end zone, Stadium on the right. Brand new, just installed a couple of weeks ago. Here comes the blitz inside. Sam's going to roll left against the grain. Keeps it himself, has a block. Big shoulder up near the line to gain, and it's going to be close to a first down. Sam Tumulty looking for the contact. He will be shy by about a yard, but what a run. That's a run that sets a tone.
That is so difficult to defend. You know, you got two tight ends, you get the edge blocked.
Looking for a quarterback sneak here on 3rd down and 1, and looks like they're going to get it. First down, Saints to move the sticks. 2:20 to go here in the first half. It sure would be nice to see 7 on the board here before halftime. Sam's helmet again pops off. Someone get the equipment manager. Where's Luquette? He's the equipment manager too, right?
Does everything else. Yeah. Probably not available. He's probably selling popcorn right now.
Eric Maffey will come in for a play as the sticks move here on first down. Don't be surprised if they take a shot as we see that 3rd down play again. Oh, somebody just landed on the back of his head. Oh, my goodness.
He's one tough guy, isn't he?
He sure is. Eric Maffey, they're going to let him air it out. He can throw a nice deep ball. Started a few games a couple of years ago. They are. Eric lets it fly right. Oh, incomplete, looking for Gavin. It goes a bit wide, and Dakari Jones, the linebacker, had his eyes on the ball. Sam back in.
Coming in cold, ball just sailed on him a little bit, made a good read.
Yeah. You know he's thinking, this is my shot, this is my chance.
I love the call, though. I think everybody thinks a new quarterback comes in, you're going to hand it off, and you take a shot there, and, you know, still got, I'm sure we're in like 3 down territory down here right now.
2nd and 10.
Go for it on 4th down.
4 wide receivers. Liam Eldridge left. It's going to be a quarterback draw, but they wrapped him up. Not a lot of room for Sammy, taken down by Scott Hudson, the defensive end out of Carmel, Indiana. 3rd down and 10.
They're doing a great job of not over-rushing. They're getting upfield, and then they kind of pause to make sure that, you know, they don't give a lane. So that all of a sudden when Sam does take off, they're right there to be able to collapse that and make a tackle. So their defensive ends are playing very disciplined, not getting too far upfield. And it's tough to block them for that long, as talented as these guys are.
Passing situation here for Sam. The Cougars, they're going to bring extra rushers untouched into the backfield. 0 time for Sam Tumulty.
Well, they did a great job on the blitz that time. They took their outside linebacker safety, brought him like he was going to come off the edge. He got lined up tight, and then he dropped off, and they brought a guy from the inside. I know the Saints were adjusting the block, looking for the outside blitz, so they opened up that B gap, and he came right through. It's a tough play on 3rd and long. It was a very good call, and it was very difficult to pick up for the Saints.
First one through for the Cougars. Nat Tellum, junior linebacker. Timeout on the field with 64 seconds to go till halftime. It's going to be 4th down and about 15 for the Saints.
Well, you're coming in, first game of the year, and not only are you playing against a pretty good front four with A.J. Moore, but they've showed a plethora of blitzes out here today.
Yes, they
have. Outside, inside. They do a good job at disguising. And, again, all those things is part of the experience, and those are fixable. But, it's difficult week 1 when you haven't seen that type of defense before. And then you throw the fact of how quick they are. Our key, I think, is we got to get some good yardage on first down. We got to get McCarthy a chance where we can call like 2nd and 5, get down to, third down's got to be within 2 yards. To have third and long every time, that creates very difficult play calling and knowing that they're coming with those blitzes.
Ben Butler set to return for the Cougars. Brian Madej ready to punt it off. He's been pretty good today when given some time. Oh, missed on that one though. A little bit short, needs a good hop. Got a little bit of a St. Francis Saints hop up to the 30-yard line. I'm sure Madej wishes he had that one back.
Well, let's see how our 2-minute hurry-up defense is here.
53 seconds to go here in the first half.
I don't see Johnson in there, Coach. I don't think he's
right.
It's probably better, but only less than a minute and a half.
Yep.
Get him in the locker room, get a good look at him.
Cougars looking to score. Right side, and almost picked off. Oh, a great opportunity for Terrence Nicholson. He wants that one right into his hands.
Great play by Nicholson there. The underneath coverage.
Oh. Had a pick last year. Here we go on the ground. Cam Peterson, the carrier, and only a yard or two to be had.
I noticed the Saints defensive line are running some gains, some twists up front. It's confusing the offensive line a little bit of the Cougars.
33 seconds to go. I'm sure the Cougars will let this run down till the last second. They will have about 3-second difference if they want to run their entire play clock down.
I'd be surprised if this goes in the air.
Motion man.
There it is.
Cam Peterson on the ground.
Nice tackle. Let me guess.
Scott.
Can I guess who that might be?
Yes, sir.
Play?
He's about to ready to go toe-to-toe with the defensive lineman, too, at the end of that play.
Wow.
A timeout called with 5 seconds left to go.
That's a great tackler.
Timeout called by the Saints. You're on 3rd down and 1. You'll see the tackle here on Cam Peterson. Sam comes in, right arm, just trips him up. If you wait till the end of the play, you'll see him get a little tangled up with one of the defensive tackles for the Cougars. He's like, I'm ready to go. Are you?
He is everywhere, that guy. He's a playmaker.
Scott, the older brother of Sam Tumulty out of Villa Park. They went to Willowbrook where they were all-conference players in high school. They actually went to Augustana for a year before making their way back here to Joliet.
Boy, I'd love to see those two guys play one-on-one basketball in their backyard.
I'm sure there were battles.
Super competitive.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Last play of the half. 4th down and 1. Simmons
aired it out.
Lets it go right side, and it is incomplete. And that'll bring us to the end of our first half. Saints started out a bit slow, picked it up there in the second quarter. It's 24-0. They got themselves a hole to dig out of, though, against a very good Cougars team out of St. Francis Fort Wayne. We'll take our break. We'll come back with some halftime numbers in the second half in just a bit. You're listening and watching Saints football on the USF Sports TV Network.
John, introducing for the first time this season, the University of St. Francis competitive dance team. This choreographed by senior and team captain Hannah Bolt. That'll work. You gonna join the ski club again? Oh yeah, yeah. Wish I could come with you. Kind of always what it was like.
And you liked it?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, remember that one? I know.
Like I said, that's just like 8 guys.
See, we forgot to buy it. There's a grand setting. Yeah, I would. That's funny. You gotta watch these. Good luck. You gotta tell the truth now.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I need some things. I need something to inject into my hand to get the feelings back. Here's my hand. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get back. It's fun. It's fun out there in the sidelines. It's so cool stuff. I was switching between stuff. Oh, good fancy this year. I can get replays. Oh, you can?
Not right now, no. I mean, eventually.
St. Francis? Yeah. You were 12 years old in college, right?
Yeah. The rest of my siblings.
You just skip high school. Yeah. You skip high school and just went straight to college.
But if something happens,
Hey, let's get all.
they're all
Oh yeah. He's on platinum. Not bad, man. What is it? It's interesting. You see what you like to do, what you do nowadays.
Yeah, like the ones Aaron was like trying to like make his pitch about me. So I had to like tell them crazy. Like I had to go around.
Alright guys, that can't show my dudes.
Yeah, they were
Halftime here in Joliet Memorial Stadium. It's the Cougars of St. Francis 24, the Saints of St. Francis 0. Nick and Coach Dan Sharp with you. Here at halftime, taking a look at the numbers. The story we were talking about here at halftime, it's really all about that Cougar defense, especially the front seven. They have been playing such good football, getting penetration, making it real hard on Sam Tumblety.
Well, watching the Cougars play defense, one area I was really impressed is how well they're playing on the early downs, forcing the Saints into third and long situations, and then they could bring their blitz package. They mix it up. They really disguise their blitz as well. They do a great job in coverage, and when you have a pass rusher like the Moore kid, number 4,
AJ Moore.
He could just wreak havoc on your left side. So hopefully that we could get some positive yardage on first down.
Yep, and we were talking as well about one of the defenders for the Saints, Michael Johnson, the nose tackle, went out in that second quarter with what looked like some kind of shoulder injury, but it's nice to see him back on the field and kind of shaking that arm out. It looks like he'll be ready to go here for the second half. That's a big addition for the Saints defense to keep him on the field.
Yeah, and he was the first guy back out here.
Yes, he
wait
was.
to get out here. So he's been a great success in plugging that middle, because the Cougars have not had a very good rushing night either because of the Saints defense. Their front six have been played very well. And the difference has been that some turnovers, we had a missed coverage. Other than that, this thing may be a 7-10 point game rather than a 24-point game.
Absolutely, yeah. The first touchdown of the game was on a fumble recovery, scoop and score for the Cougars, and then they had another field goal tacked on after an interception. Those are the 2 turnovers for the Saints besides those 2, and there was a busted coverage on one touchdown play, which you can fix easily at a halftime. So I think the game a little bit closer than the score might appear, but that's easier said than done when you got a Saints defense who struggled to move the ball a bit, a Cougars defense who's been in the backfield quite a bit. I mean, overcoming a 24-point deficit is going to be a pretty tough task here for the Saints in the second half.
Well, I think you've got to look at it as some small goals here. Let's move the ball. Let's get some better yardage on first down. And just keep working, doing what you do. Like you said, it could be a lot closer game than it is. And you take care of a couple mistakes, we could make a little run here.
Saints will have the ball to start our second half. Some quick numbers here. Sam Tumblety through the air, just 4 for 10 for 46 yards and a pick. On the ground for Sam, 17 carries for 23 yards and no touchdowns. Heath Simmons, quarterback for the Cougars, 14 for 20 for 172. Cam Peterson, their leading rusher, with 7 carries and 27 yards. It will be Haley from the 5-yard line, still keeping it out of the hands of Scott Tumblety. He'll lead the pack, though. Nice move by Keenan up to the 35, give him the 36 to 37, falling forward. Decent field position here for Sam Tumblety and the Saints offense. Third quarters have been kind to the Saints last season. It's been their best quarter all of last year, outscoring their opponents 51-15 in third quarters last year. So we'll see if that trend can continue for the brown and gold.
Boy, we had a nice return. It looks like we got a flag here. The blocking was excellent over here on the left side, and Keenan showed his patience running behind his blocks. But
see if we can see it again here on a replay. If we see any kind
see
of
the
holding.
patience he has right here behind, right there, cutting off that block. Great job. It was kind of close up. I didn't see where the penalty was on that, though.
I didn't either, but it's going to be on the Saints. The penalty flag was dropped at the 20, so if it was a holding, yeah, it looks they're going to go all the way back to the 10. So they're going to take another angle at that, see if we can see a holding penalty anywhere. Keep an eye on Liam Eldridge, number 9. It might have been right here.
Yeah, there it was, right there on the 20.
That's rough.
That's too bad, 'cause that turns out to be like a 30-yard penalty.
Absolutely. What was promising field position now again into the shadows of the goalposts here for the Saints at their own 10. On the ground for Haley, still trying to work that inside run. It's there for 2 yards on the first play here of the second half.
Well, they come right back, try to establish the run again inside. Got a good positive gain, got 3 yards on that one. This is big down here. Let's see if we can get get us into a 3rd and short situation.
And you talked about getting yards on first down, how that's important, and then that's what that run does. Gives you a little bit of breathing room. It's not 1st and 12, it's 1st and 7.
That's right,
Blitz
Nick.
being shown. There's your guy again, throwing and incomplete. Again, it was disrupting the offense. River Walsh, the linebacker. It looked like it was going to get picked up there by Haley, but he peeled off at the last second. He's probably trying to block another blitzer there as the ball goes incomplete. Again, a helmet popped off of Sam, too, but a whistle. And there's a flag in the offensive backfield. Let's see if we can see it here on the replay again. Look at number 7, River Walsh. Unabated.
He
hit him right in the head.
Hit him in the head. So that was a roughing the passer. I tell you, the corner made a great job reading that route too, and made a great cut and jumping that route. He right off the break, he saw it and stepped right in there. If we would have had another yard or two, that could have been a big play. And Isaiah Higgins, he's a pretty good cover corner, number 2 for the Cougars.
Big penalty on the kickoff return, given back by the Cougars with a personal foul penalty, hitting the quarterback in the head. So first down for the Saints. See if they can take advantage here. A little bit more room to work with. They forgot to pick up their flag back where they threw it, though.
There he goes. Good hustle.
Yeah, good hustler right there. Sam Tumulty will be in the shotgun. Great view of the defense set up here for the Cougars.
There's their 4-3.
Yep. See how many linebackers they bring. They're going to bring 2 of them right in the middle. Fake by
there
Sam, and there he goes. It's a foot race back toward the middle. Across midfield up to the 47-yard line. Big gainer by Sam Tumulty.
Great blocking on the left side. Great call with the quarterback reading it with the fake. They had one receiver man-to-man down here. All they do is run him off and get a block on the linebacker to create a big play. Now we see them going back more to their zone look in the secondary. Now they're into the 2 safety.
And you're wondering why they keep running to Keenan Haley between the tackles. Well, it frees up runs like that for Sam. First down inside Cougar territory to Keenan. Positive yardage to the 45-yard line. He picks up 3. We do not have 4:05 to go, by the way. The score is correct there on your screen, but there's actually 13:25 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We have lost connection with the scoreboard here with our equipment. See it once more, that Sam Tumulty's run from right behind the offense. Great view, nice cut. Whoop, see ya. Making 1 miss past midfield.
Again, they got the numbers in the box here if they want to run it.
Sam keeping it, going to the outside, past the 40, cuts, makes 1 miss. Another 5 yards. Look at the toughness by Sam Tumulty to pick up a first down. He picks up 9 on the carry, enough to move the sticks. And he's quickly back, ready to call the next play.
The Saints have found something on the left side here. And doing a great job with the play fake to Keenan. Lyman are doing a good job up here at the edge blocking. And, of course, Sam just reads it perfectly.
And let me tell you something. It is hot on that field. It's mid-80s air temperature, but that sun is beaten down. It's got to be at least 8-9 degrees hotter down there.
Oh, you know it's about 90 degrees on that surface.
Another great move by Sam, busting the tackle of Isaiah Higgins. Here's another run. Sam trying to get it free this time, and nope, not that time. Again, River Walsh making a huge play for the Cougars defense in the backfield.
River Walsh stayed at home that time. He had the quarterback on that play. So he didn't chase Keenan that time. And he stayed home and made the play on Sam.
Had 85 tackles a year ago to lead the Cougar defense in that category. He was an all-conference first-teamer, and you are seeing why. Number 7, middle linebacker right there in the middle of your screen for the Cougars.
Looks like they're back in their 8-man front. Walk the safety up.
2nd and 16. Sam's going to throw. Middle of the field, checks it down, DeJuan Gavin.
There you go.
Pick up about 7, make it 3rd down and 8 for the Saints. Nice to see DeJuan get in on the mix on the offense.
That was a nice little route, a little delay route over the middle. You get those linebackers a stretch. You got 4 linebackers underneath, drop it to their hook curl and flat areas, and able to find a little window there in a curl route. Great read by Sam, and got the ball to him perfectly.
3rd down and 8. Liam Eldridge, wide ride, single coverage, movement before the snap. Did they get him with the hard count, or is it a false start? The way that Sam Tumulty's reacting.
I think it might be on the defense there, unless somebody
They're walking
inside.
backward.
Nope. Got an offense. False start. They got trips down here.
Number 14. Maybe I missed the number there, but I thought he said 14. Oh, it was the left guard, yep.
Yeah, a little flinch there.
3rd and 8. 3rd and 13 for the Saints.
We have one-on-one up at the top. Look at everybody's down here covering trips.
Looks like Trenton Perry up there at the top of the screen.
Here comes a blitz.
Ooh, blitz backs off. Sam sees it. He's going to try to do it himself. Oh, another great tackle by a Cougar linebacker. If he would have broke that tackle, it would have been a first down, but it's going to be 4th and 8 now for the Saints at the Cougar 30-yard line. Let's see what Matt McCarthy and Coach Curry want to do here.
That was another nice hole off that quarterback draw. I'm not sure if that was a set play or just Sam reads it. You know.
10 on the play clock. Got to get that play in. Finally, those cards get raised. I'm not sure they're going to have enough time to play. To
have to call timeout here.
3, 2, yep. And Sam Tumulty knew it too. He knew it was taking too long. He was pointing up at the play clock, saying, "Come on, come on."
I'm sure the coaches realize what a big play this is.
Yes, it is.
Down, and there's no sense trying to rush anything there. Let's get a timeout, and we can sit and discuss it a little bit and make sure everybody is on the same page as they get ready for this 4th down play.
What we haven't talked about yet, we've been talking about the Cougar defense. What we haven't mentioned is the new head of that defense, Ted Karras. And if you are a fan of MSFA football, you might know that name because while he's the D-line coach here at St. Francis of Indiana, he was the head coach of the Marion Knights back when they won their national championship in 2012. So that guy, a great defensive mind and a great leader, and now leading the defensive line for Marion's biggest rival here up at Fort Wayne. It's great to see him out there. You know, since he left Marion, he's been at a D3 school, Rose Holman. He's been at D2 Walsh, and now he's back in the MSFA Mideast, coaching up that Cougar defensive line at St. Francis.
Well, St. Francis, Indiana got themselves a good one.
Yes, they did.
A little bit of a homecoming for him today, too. But he's an outstanding coach, and to have him run the defense, that explains a lot why things are being run so well, especially the way they disguise their blitz and coverages.
And they got a brand new former Cougar offensive lineman as their offensive coordinator. 4th down and 9 for the Saints. It's a big one. Let's see if the Cougars bring pressure. They bring one. Now a late blitzer. They're going to go long right side. Cut back, and the catch is made, but he came from out of bounds.
He went out of bounds and came in. Now, evidently the official is going to see if he was forced out.
Dezion Jordan with a huge
he was
catch.
Forced out, so it's good.
Watch that play. He underthrew it back shoulder, and Dezion Jordan, a great adjustment at the top of the route to come in and make the catch on 4th down.
He didn't look like he went out at all there, did he?
It didn't look like it from our point of view, but I guess the official had a better view than we did. Doesn't matter.
Didn't call it, so.
First time in the red zone here for the Saints. Looking for some points.
Back shoulder fade. Beautiful pass.
Jordan again, high right side of your screen. Play action, Tumulty trying to go inside, but much like the attempts before, not a lot of room there.
Boy, he's got such great vision, Nick. I mean, play was designed to go to the right. He saw a little cut back there, followed the fake, was able to go up there and get him 3 yards, which looked like he might not get anything.
9:07 to go in our 3rd quarter. Keenan Haley, 27, will set up to the right of Sam Tumulty, 22. DeJuan Gavin, tight end, wide receiver there as well, number 6. Saints looking for their first points of the season here.
They got the numbers here to the left side if they want to run the ball.
Not anymore. Karan goes in motion left to right in the jet sweep. They give it to Karan. Looking for room, and another great tackle by River Walsh.
He's a player. Comes up from that safety position and makes great tackle. But again, that's a play we talked about earlier, because you were saying they were faking that jet, and now they came to it. Maybe that'll also open some things up for Sam in the run game.
See it here from right down the line of scrimmage. See a great tackle.
Picture perfect there.
3rd down and 7 for the Saints. They can get a first down at about the 3-yard line. Sam takes the snap. He's going to try to air it out. He better hurry. Here comes pressure. Tucks it and goes. 5. Cuts again. Dives. Touchdown. Touchdown Saints with 8 minutes to go. And it was on a broken play. Sam Tumblety with his legs scores the first touchdown of the year.
He could take a bad situation and make it great. He's a tremendous runner, tremendous vision. It's almost like watching the Buffalo Bills again, the way Allen played for them. You never have him contained.
Nope. He even made River Walsh miss there at the beginning of that scramble and finished it off.
Oh, he's a special player.
He is a special player, no doubt about it. Huge for the Saints to get on the board. Absolutely huge for confidence, for momentum. Let's see if the defense can step up and make a play too. Madey's extra point right through the brand new yellow uprights here at Memorial Stadium, 24-7.
What a great drive. Look here, they went 7-minute drive.
Yep.
4th down conversion, running and throwing.
And if you remember, that drive started off with a great return called back by a penalty. It was a 90-yard drive that took 11 plays for the Saints to score. And that was the hard part for the Saints in the first half, moving the football, trying to get some points on the board. Great adjustments at halftime. They found some stuff that works, and at the end of the day, you rely on your athletes to make a play.
Definitely. And I agree with you wholeheartedly, Nick. It was a great halftime adjustment.
Here's the play.
This is something else. Look at that.
It's watching a magician at work.
It's like Barry Sanders, a quarterback. They're watching this guy run.
Exactly.
All the young guys have no idea what I'm talking about. He could do it all, and he's so dangerous with his feet. And then he had the big throw on 4th down, and then the run for the touchdown. But everything improved. Our blocking improved that series. The offense came out looking very crisp. And it's kind of exciting to see what they can do and see if we can keep this going. We need a big stop this series.
Madey's going to angle it left. The return man is Ben Butler from his 6. Trying to find a seam, but he's wrapped up at about the 29-yard line. Come on, Karan among the special teams tacklers for the Saints. Couldn't ask for a better weather day to open up the 2022 campaign. Both of these teams, first game for both, even though this is technically week 2 of the NAIA football season. First time these two teams are on the field. Check down to Peterson here for the Cougars.
There you go.
Chase down at the 32, maybe 3 yards to the running back out of the backfield.
Boy, how nice was that with the way they held the blockers up there, pursuit coming down the line. Great team defense on that play.
Again, the pistol, back to Simmons. Play action. Time down the middle. Has his man open right at midfield again. He does break a tackle before Scott Tumblety throws him rudely to the ground at the 44-yard line. Another 20-plus yard pickup to Ben Butler. He's been a great relief valve for Simmons, and they're going to hurry to the line.
And they ran a post route, ran a dig underneath, had an open spot over the middle of the field.
First down from their own 45. Simmons, a flag comes in. It's going to be thrown out of bounds by the QB. I would imagine that's in a position of holding.
I agree, Nick. I think anywhere in that area, especially with the quarterbacks flushed out like that, offensive linemen get themselves in a bad position. Not expected them to roll out like that and ends up holding somebody.
See Ryan King right there, number 90, hands on his hips. Another big part of the first game is getting the conditioning down and those first game legs.
That's for sure.
Especially in the heat.
Yeah, they're going to drop a few pounds of water today, I'm sure.
Here you see it again. See if we can see the holding. Yep, it was probably 10 yards off the ball, too. Didn't have to hold there. The gift for the Saints marches the ball back to the Cougar 45-yard line. 7:05 to go here, third quarter. Handoff Peterson. He sees some room. He makes Jermaine Ross miss, and he picks up 20 by himself for a Cougar first down. A big run, the biggest run from Cam Peterson all day.
Looked like we had him in the backfield. He made a nice little jump cut and avoided the tackle and broke another tackle. A great run.
Quickly again, Peterson. Another hole he found. Not taken down till the 23-yard line. Another 20-yard carry from Cam Peterson. 2 20-yarders in a row.
They found something over that left guard side. They're attacking that left side. A-gap, B-gap area.
See if they go to him again. He's the tailback here in the pistol. Sure, why not? Back to number 1. Bottled up that time. Gain of 1, maybe 2.
That's a nice play by Whitney there.
Mike Whitney, number 45, the junior out of Charlotte, Michigan. Second on the team in tackles for a loss last year, number 45. See the pile of humanity there. Simmons, bubble screen, right. Down at about the 16-yard line. A nice little pickup for the Cougars again, about 4 yards there. It's going to be third down and 4. Sorry, Coach.
I'm sorry, Nick. This quick tempo is really doing a great job with the offense for the Cougars, this quick tempo offense.
Another check down, jump pass. Scott Tumulty there to make the tackle, and it looks like it's going to be enough for the first down for the Cougars inside the red zone again. Move the chains for Indiana.
Tumulty with another tackle.
It's a much larger opponent there in Ethan Dye, who's 6'3", 224, while Scott Tumulty goes 5'11", 205.
He ain't afraid of anything.
First and 10, the ball at the 13-yard line of the Saints. Peterson sweeping right, cuts it back in the middle past the 10.
Excellent pursuit on the backside. That play could have been a lot bigger play if it wasn't for that pursuit from the backside.
Here's a look at the play again, right? Again, down that line of scrimmage. You see the Cam Peterson's patience and vision go to work here, but nice tackle. They're throwing into the end zone. It's incomplete. Looking for Ben Butler again.
Big down here, Nick.
Third down. Love to hold to a field goal here. Keep it to a 3-possession game. See the throw. Plenty of time to throw it. Overshot his target a bit. Here we go on third down. Simmons rolling, throwing into the flat, shoulder down. First down, Cougars. Elliott Patchett.
Nice little play to use motion to go to trips and hit the underneath guy.
They like putting Simmons in that bootleg, don't they? And they roll him both ways, too.
Yep.
Well, they did not give him the first down, so yes, they did. Okay.
First and goal.
They didn't flip the card. Now they do. First and goal. They're going inside again, and no gain on that play. Second down. Helmet popped off, I think. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Timeout called by the official. Got another Saint down. That's why. Oh, knee.
Well, it's hard to run.
You get rolled up like that. It's such a dangerous play.
Well, it's a scrum in there, you know, and you got bodies falling all over.
See if we can see what happened as they tried to go for a quarterback sneak. That's going to be impossible, really.
Boy, it's hard to run a quarterback sneak when you got Johnson in the middle there.
Yeah, I don't know. Tough to see what happened there. There's Michael Johnson, who took a bit of a ding earlier in the game with a shoulder. Couldn't quite see who's down on the ground there. But he looks like he's in some pain too. And that could be a difference in a season too. Is how can you sustain injuries?
Well, when you play in a league like the Midwest here, attrition is a big part of your success. Trying to keep guys healthy.
That's big number 90, Ryan King, the senior out of Joliet Central. He's been a big part of that defensive line the last couple of years. Had 3.5 sacks last year, 5.5 tackles behind the line, and we're excited to see what he can do on that defensive line this year. Hopefully he can walk off that one.
He's walking off pretty good, so that's a good sign.
Not getting helped off.
No.
Gives the defense a bit of a breather here too. 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line here for the Cougars. Cougars trying to answer the St. Francis, Illinois touchdown just a drive ago.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Peterson off the left side again.
Cam Peterson, the tailback here in the pistol, will give it to Cam. He's wrapped up in the backfield and nowhere to go. Great job of the D-line to shift over. Who was the first one to get into that backfield? What a play. They saw it coming a mile away just like you did, Coach. They knew where it was going.
Yeah, they had the right call on. The guys played their gaps.
Straight to the line, though. Chance of defense coming here at Memorial. They're going to roll Simmons out right. Looking. Fire corner. Looks like it's caught. Touchdown. A beautiful route run for the Cougars by Crosley McKetchin. His 2nd touchdown. He planted himself right at the goal line, and the quarterback found him there wide open.
Simmons showed great patience on that. He just kept rolling and waited for someone to come open because we had pretty good coverage for the most part. The guy came back to the ball, ran deep route, and came back toward the goal line. And
3:51 to go here, 3rd quarter. Jack James will tack on the extra point. 31-7 with 3:51 to go here in the ball game after that touchdown.
Well, the Cougars established their running game on that drive, featuring Cam Peterson, who had a great couple of runs there, and tempo. They kept St. Francis on their heels a little bit by going quick to no huddle, and they were able to knock it home on third down. I thought the Saints did a great job in their goal line defense, down there when it was 1st and goal. But again, Simmons' patience, waited for someone to come open, and threw a bullet for a touchdown.
A drive for the Cougars, as you see the touchdown here from the back of the end zone view.
Patient. There it is.
The drive was 13 plays, 71 yards. Took about 3 minutes and 51 seconds, featuring a couple of 20-yard runs by Cam Peterson to get to the end zone.
Well, Nick, at halftime we were talking about the defense. Yeah. We come out, we get a 90-yard drive by the Saints and a 70-yard drive by the Cougars.
Yeah. Let's see if the Saints offense can answer back. They came out and scored the first touchdown of the half. Been a quick quarter here, just two drives. Keenan Haley will have it from the 5-yard line. To the 23. Nice tackle made. 35, Aiden Evers for the Cougars on special teams. Taking a look at the NAIA rankings coming into the season. Morningside again at the top, rated number 1, went 14-0 for a national title last year. Back to do it again. Grandview number 2, Northwestern Iowa at 3, Lindsey Wilson 4th, and the Marion Knights out of Indianapolis rated 5th. Take a look at some more of those rankings. A lot of MSFA teams on that list. Screen pass out to the wide receiver. Not a lot of room. It's just those Defenders for the Cougars, they don't miss tackles very often. I know
No.
you want to get the ball into your playmakers. That's a lot of the offensive philosophy for the Saints, is to get the ball to your guys who can make plays. But it looks like that defense for the Cougars making a lot of plays themselves.
Yeah, their secondary is excellent tacklers. I just saw that there on down on the Cougar sideline.
The Mid-East has 1, 2, 3 teams in the top 25. They're probably going to have 4 after this game with the way the Cougars of St. Francis are playing. Here's 2nd and 9. Sam to throw, looking deep, looking for Dan Getch. Did he haul it in? He did. A big play for the Saints into the Cougars territory at the 45-yard line. A big one for the Saints to Dan Getch, his 2nd catch of the game.
Boy, what a 4 vertical routes. What a throw. He just dropped that right in. And Getch made a fantastic catch with the safety hanging all over him.
Here we go again. Sam with his legs. He'll pick up another Saint first down on an 11-yard pickup off the right side. 2 first downs on 2 plays. Dan Getch goes for 31, and then we have Sam picking up 11, and they're going to get quickly to the line. Hurry up offense here for the Saints. McLaren getting his first carry of the game up to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 4. That's Dan McLaren, the sophomore from Eisenhower in Blue Island.
Well, it's something when you get success in the passing game, how the running game seems to open up. And with a guy like Sam in there at the quarterback, being able to do it both with his arm and his feet. Again, great pass play, 2 great runs afterwards. They got it clicking now.
2nd down and 6 for Illinois. Handoff McLaren again. Hard runner inside. He'll pick up 3 more here, so 3rd down and manageable for USF Saints with 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd, and a whistle to stop the clock. Another injury timeout, another Saint on the ground.
Boy, you hate to see this.
It's the 3rd Saint who's needed the clock stops.
Well, like you said, they're 3rd and manageable, and that's what they need to do in the second half. See how we get.
Right there, 57.
Yeah.
I believe that's Riley Acuna, the sophomore.
He got rolled
left
up.
guard. Yep, just rolled up right behind him.
Rolled
You'll
up
see
on
him
the
there. He's trying to block number 4. You'll see a player come roll up right onto his back of his ankles, both of them. One of the most common offensive line injuries?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Most cases are guys rolling up on you.
Talk about those knee braces for a second. Are those, no matter if you have an injury or not, you're putting knee braces as an offensive lineman?
You're putting knee braces on the offensive line, especially in games. I don't know if they wear them all the time in practice, but yes, just as a preventive tool.
To those side impacts, right?
Yes.
3rd down and 4 here for the Saints. 4 wide receivers, 3 left, 1 right. Eldridge wide left. Dezion Jordan wide right. It's going to be a draw for Sam, trying to get to the 25, but he's short. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Boy, it looked like he had something to the left if he would have seen it. Took it right up the middle.
Quickly. Cougars stacking the box here on 4th and 2. They're going to give to Dan. He's going to try to make it work by himself. He's not going to get there. Cougars were all over that one. Making the stop was C.J. Tanner, the safety, coming up to make the play. Turnover on downs. But a flag, yeah, behind the defense. Doesn't look like it's going to affect the play, however. 1:20 to go, and the Saints just having a real tough time moving the ball against a tough Cougar D here. A couple of nice drives, but you know what? Sam Tumblety not in a hurry to leave the field. Officials have a meeting of the minds there at the 30. Where would you, if Sam Tumblety was on one of your JCA teams, you run that double wing, right? See your quarterback?
Yeah, I think he could play quarterback because we love to run the quarterback a lot. We have probably, I hit for our quarterback probably 15, 16 special running plays. And his threat to throw the ball. I would try to, I would get him and his brother.
Yeah, right.
Clone those guys. If I had 2 guys like that, I'd still be coaching.
Yeah, right.
There's no doubt. They are so much fun to watch, and such good athletes and competitors.
So a personal foul on the Cougars in the offense for the Saints. No, they came off the field. Yep, it's going to be after the play.
Yeah. But at least we'll be pinning them down a little bit here.
Yeah, it's going to be a 15-yarder, so almost half the field there.
Boy, I'd love to see a turnover right here, if we can get one. I'm sure you're going to see that tempo again.
Another whistle to stop the clock. We have to give him one more yard there to place the ball at the right spot, make sure that offensive line was out of the way. Good job there, official. We'll take every yard we need there. Simmons, turn, give, counter left. Hard running up to the 16-yard line, only a yard or two there.
Great job, linemen holding up blockers there, and the linebackers do a great job getting to the ball.
Cougars quickly back to the line too. Saints came with pace on offense, and now the Cougars doing the same. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Play action. Simmons all the time. Here comes the pressure. Lets it fly out of bounds, throws it away, and Simmons trying to get a flag there at the end of the play. No such luck from the official behind him.
Saints defense executed so well on that bootleg play. Everybody going right, the line blocking to the right, slide right, fake. And the coverage for the Saints did not bite. It stayed right there and did an excellent job of high-low coverage on the.
Like a little cramp there. I'm not sure if that's Sam on the ground. No, 52, Michael Johnson again getting worked on. Under a minute to go here. Snap back to Simmons. He'll fire, middle of the field, and complete. Right on the money to the receiver on the slant. It was 88, I believe. That was DeJuan Langston.
That's been their favorite route tonight.
Post route right to the middle of the field. Soft spot of that 3-3 zone. Under 40 seconds to go. Back to the right side, Jordan again. Trying to make some men miss. Made a few, but pushed out of bounds at the 39. Goes for about 8 yards. Make it 7. We'll say 3rd down and 3 coming up at their own 39 for the Cougars. Pushed out of bounds by Jermaine Ross, senior safety.
There's some tackles over there. We got to tackle better on the edge.
Again on the ground. Another first down for the Cougars into the second level, close to midfield. Some hard running.
I tell you, Nick, I think they got almost all their yards off left tackle here.
Yeah.
They really found something over there and are staying with it. And this hurry-up tempo game is starting to affect the Saints a little bit.
First down at the Cougar 48-yard line. Again on the ground, left side along the sidelines, pushed out of bounds, close to a first down. The Saints defense looks gassed.
I tell you, their offensive line is doing a great job of getting off the ball, getting on the leverage on the defensive linemen. That's allowing an extra blocker up near the linebacker and opening up some big plays.
36 has been running the ball, but on my roster, I got 2 36s and they're both defensive players. So whoever this is running hard and picked up 2 yards there, but that's enough for another Cougar first down.
Star in the making, huh?
Another stoppage of play. Are they going to let this quarter come to an end, or they blow the whistle? No, we're just going to call it. So end of the third quarter here. Both teams scoring touchdowns here in the third. St. Francis, quite the hill to climb in the final 15. And we'll be right back on the USF Sports TV Network.
Here, and I knew that the people here really cared.
That's our one goal, is to see you walk across that stage and to have a successful life.
The professors and the university really do prepare their students for the real world. When I came here, I got my voice, I got my independence, I got that sense of I could make an impact. USF education isn't just teaching you what you need to know about your field. It's teaching you what you need to know to make the world a better place.
Flip sides of the field here for the fourth quarter. The Cougars in the midst of quite the drive. First down after that run play to end the quarter. Simmons will throw, check it down to Cam Peterson in the flat. Getting wrapped up, but not after about another 5-yard carry.
I'll tell you, that looked like
a catch, I should say. Sorry,
I'm sorry, Nick. That looked like that screen pass could have been a big play, but Saints did a nice job of avoiding the blocks downfield and came up and made an excellent tackle.
Here we go on the ground again. Nice play by Scott Tumulty to shoot in and upend the runner. That was 6 on the carry. A lot of double numbers here for St. Francis, Indiana.
You could just tell by the way the running back goes down that Tumulty made the tackle on that.
Simmons on the run again. Down right in the middle of the field. It is complete, and now the race is on to the outside up to the 23-yard line. Another big gainer moves the chains for the Cougars. You get the feeling after that catch from Crosley and McCutcheon, things are going to start slipping away if the Saints can't stop them here.
Well, they ran that dig route earlier in their last drive for a touchdown. They're just coming back repeating plays that have been successful.
On the ground, right through the middle, up to the 15-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 yards again. And plays that maybe went for 2 or 3 earlier in the game are now going for 7 or 8. And they're not giving that Saints defense any kind of time. Mike Whitney's like, I'm gassed. I'm taking a knee. He's going to stop the clock.
Well, I think 2 things. The offensive line play of the Cougars and tempo have affected us, our defensive front this half. Guys are playing their hearts out there, giving it their best, but like you said, it's the first game, warm down on that turf.
Second down and 2 from the Saint 15 here. That defense has been out on the field for a long time. Again on the ground for the Cougars. And again a big pickup. Spinning for a first down, and now it's a rugby scrum at the 5. First and goal, Cougars.
Now it's Luke Connor.
Yep.
Off the right side.
Senior out of Boonville, Indiana, getting it done on the ground. He's the tailback here, fakes right, counters left, and end zone, touchdown Cougars.
I tell you, their wingback Ethan Dye on that whole drive made some unbelievable blocks. Some wham blocks where he pulls and kicks out, lead up through. Very impressed at the way the wingback played on that series as far as there's the kick out block right there, and he dips right up through. Kind of like a power play. Very well executed by the Cougars.
The positive so far is this is a crossover game. This is not a Midwest game. But I think this says a lot more about the Cougars of St. Francis and the ability of that man, Kevin Donnelly, to coach than it does really about the Saints.
Well, you come in, you got, first of all, excellent personnel. Really impressed with both lines, their running backs. You know, their quarterback has done an excellent job. So very impressed there. But then you bring in 2 new coordinators, and you can see the impact they've made in developing their scheme, their philosophy of play, this tempo game that they're playing. And this is all new. I mean, you're trying to adjust on the fly. So there is a lot of positives. I think you look at the play of Sam. He picked up right where he left off last year. They had some nice receptions, some nice drives by the offense. Defense, you know, first half really played tough. Down the goal line, their goal line defense I thought was excellent. You know, you just run into a buzzsaw today, and I think there's a lot of positives you could take. And as I said earlier, the biggest improvement a team makes is between 1 and 2.
Well, they better improve because the competition gets even harder as you go down to Indianapolis, take on Marion next week, the number 5 team in the country. As this kickoff will send Scott Tumulty to the end zone. Touchback here, 13-11 to go in the ball game. I'd like to see a sustained drive here from the Saints. Give their defense a little break, because you could tell at the end of that they're getting pretty gassed.
Yeah, it's all about play the game now. Just play the game, get some positive reps in. You know, the guys need work. They need game work. You know, like they've been practicing for a month. So now this is an opportunity to try to get better and improve, and just stay with your game plan. Just work your stuff, and they get better at it.
Liam Eldridge wide right. Dezion Jordan wide right, or right here. Haley on the ground. He picks up 4 for the Saints. We're taking a look at the schedule for St. Francis of Joliet here. After today, it's Marion on the road, and then Siena Heights back at home. So if you want to get out to a game here at Memorial Stadium, you can put that one on your calendar 2 weeks from today. I believe that's the homecoming game here for St. Francis too. Dezion Jordan, he was thrown open by Sam Tumulty on that play. He ran up and stopped. Sam threw it out to the sideline, and Dezion Jordan did a nice job to go get it.
That's right. Sam threw it before he really looked. He knew where he was going to cut, and he had to get rid of it quick, and he put it right on the money.
3rd down, though. 3rd and 2 here for the Saints. Here's River Walsh left. He sheds one tackle, blocked again. Sam Tumulty fighting for his life, and his second effort gets the Saints a 1st down.
Always going forward.
Always.
After contact is made, he's always moving forward. Twisting, driving, fighting. That's the competitor in him.
It's a miracle that he did not get injured last year either, too. The way he plays and how hard, the style of running he does, he's remained remarkably healthy. Look at dangerous tackle there, and he's taken down for another sack. Scott Hudson, the defensive end, with the play.
Again, that was a coverage sack, the good coverage down the field, and line it's going to break down after a while, and I thought Sam almost were able to break out of there again for another big play. Just got dragged down from behind.
Second and 16 for the Saints. A couple tight ends. Keenan Haley again. He'll battle up to the 35-yard line, about a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 11. After today for the Cougars of St. Francis, they will host Judson and then St. Xavier on the 24th. That'll be a fun one.
That'll be a good game.
Third and 11 here for Sammy. Rolling right. Sam on the move. Doesn't see anything downfield. He'll tuck it. A minimal gain, though. Only 2. 4th and 9.
Again, excellent coverage downfield by the Cougars. One tough guy there. What a competitor.
4th down and 8 with Brian Madej out to punt it away. The very dangerous Ben Butler off your screen to the right to return the punt. 10:09 to go here in the game. Plenty of time to get some positive things done here. Madej is hammered. Fair catch called for at the 21. I'm not sure how that wasn't a penalty.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that wasn't a penalty either.
Well, maybe it's because the rusher pushed a Saint player into him.
I'll have to take a look at this.
I don't know. Can you push the opposing player back into the kicker?
Yeah, if he was hit by his player, then there would be no roughing.
Cougars ball. They have it at their own 22 after the fair catch called for on the punt. Under 10 minutes to go. New quarterback in the game. I imagine we'll see some of the reserves here. Nice run Again, that's Darius Williams. New quarterback into the game is Luke Robertson, the junior out of Pittsboro, Indiana. And when you look up and down this roster, it's Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, and all the towns in between there in Indiana. Such a great job recruiting that state. Does Kevin Donnelly and his staff.
There's a lot of excellent high school football in that Indianapolis area. I'm sure he finds some great players that stay close to home. And I think that look down the road in their league, St. Francis, Indiana, and Marion could be battling for that division.
Another Saint down. That's the 5th Saint injured player. And again, grabbing that left knee is TJ Neal, who's had a nice game as a linebacker here today.
Yes, he has.
See him get rolled up there right at the end of the play as he made that tackle. It's one thing to lose a game. It's another thing to lose a game and lose players along with it. Hopefully all these Saints going down can recover and bounce back by the second week. I think that's 28. Jersey's kind of bunched up a bit.
Yes, I think you're right.
Possibly it's a number 20. If it is, it's Brandon Gibbs. Can't quite tell. There's 28 right there getting pushed back. Hard to tell. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Cougars. 9:12 remaining as the clock starts to wind again on the referee's whistle. Motion man right. They're going to throw that way. Wide receiver screen. And there he goes. Off and running. It's going to be a 70-yard pitch and catch touchdown.
Looks like we're going to get a little celebration penalty here. Again, they've done an excellent job on their outside screens of blocking the perimeter.
And Juan Langston, I believe, the reception on that one. But yeah, they got some guys who can make some plays on the perimeter, not just with their hands and feet, blocking as well. You see him right there. Oh, yep, great blocks. Jalen Cooper not going to chase him down. Juan Langston, a junior out of, well, guess where, Indianapolis. Safe to say the Cougars are back after their 3-6 year last year. They're going to be vying for a Mid-East championship once again.
Last year was an anomaly.
Yeah.
They're basically where they've always been now, you know, this type of program. Coach Donnelly and the staff, what they do, the recruiting they have. The team came in well prepared, but they're excellent talent on that football team. And I'm going to be anxious to see how they do throughout the season.
Their big game is against Marion, and that one, it comes up in the middle of October when the Cougars take on the Knights. That will be in Fort Wayne on the 15th of October. That whole Mid-East, though, is absolutely stacked. You got not only Marion and St. Francis, Indiana, but Concordia, Michigan, who's ranked 6th in the country. You got Indiana Wesleyan, who's ranked 14th in the country. So that Mid-East conference is absolutely brutal. We didn't even mention St. Xavier's in the West. One of the 2 teams currently ranked in the top 25, St. Xavier, St. Francis. But that Mid-East conference in the MSFA, one of the best conferences in the entire country.
Well, I tell you what, St. Francis Cougars are making a statement today.
Yes, they are. It's like, okay, we understand we're not ranked, but here's Scott Tumulty, a chance on a return.
Yes.
Nice patience. That's a few miss. Rolled up at the 35.
Another nice return. That's the kick return team's done an excellent job tonight. They've always seemed to get pretty good field position in their return game.
Yeah, whoever wins the Mid-East at the end of the year. I mean, they're always the ones who will be vying for a national championship too. But then you got to deal with teams like Morningside, Grandview, Lindsey Wilson, that kind of thing. But if you can win the Mid-East Conference, you have a chance to go to the national championship game.
Boy, if you could survive that gauntlet of the schedule, yes.
Sam to throw. He finds Liam Eldridge, middle of the field at the 40-yard line, pick up 5 yards.
You can see when Sam can throw in rhythm, how accurate he is, how quick the ball comes out. You know, and I think that's the key is the quick pass, get the ball out, be in rhythm. He's not forced to throw in distress. He can be very accurate.
Here's Sam again. Across the middle. He was hit as he's thrown.
They're going to get a flag, too.
Was it an interference on the receiver, or was it the offensive backfield?
I think it might be a roughing penalty, maybe.
You're right. Could have gone either way, I think. But, yeah, they got a roughing. I think. Or is it a hold?
Holy.
Wow. Going to attack Ashton Sorgi for a hold, the right tackle. I think he's playing the left side of the line now with a couple injuries. One of the returning starters.
Big penalty because from the spot.
Right here at the end, the left tackle.
Right there.
Yeah, holding his left arm.
Yep.
Good call by the officials there. 2nd down and 15 back at the St. 30. Play action. It's going to be a keeper here for Sam. Roll up to the 41-yard line. You see what his legs can do as he picks up 10 yards. Turning a 2nd and long into a 3rd and 4.
Nice play to attack the edge with the fake the ball to the right, and there goes Sam around the left side. Very difficult to defend.
Third and a long 4 here for St. Francis Joliet. Just rushing 4 are the Cougars at this point. Sam's going to pick up a 1st down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. Took about 4 Cougars to finally reel him in at the 44-yard line into Cougar territory. 7.5 minutes to go.
That quarterback power play is a very nice play. You get your halfback out there to lead block, pull a guard out in front. That's a great play out of this spread offense. Saints executed very well that time.
I believe we'll have a chance to talk with Coach Joe Curry after the game. Get some of his thoughts. Sam to throw. A little bit more protection this time. He throws a pick, though. Underthrown, looking for Kaman Karan. Oh, look at the speed by Karan to chase down the DB after the pick. Nice interception. C.J. Tanner, 3rd turnover of the game for the Saints. Just a bit underthrown and a great play.
How about the hustle by Karan on that play to save a touchdown?
Another new quarterback into the game, Garrett Yoon, the freshman from Lawrenceburg, Indiana, will get some game time here for the Cougars. Under 7 minutes to go. Because when you get your freshman quarterback a little game experience, that's a good thing. Nice run to LeBan Davis.
Yeah, the Cougars are doing an excellent job in their zone blocking schemes. Their outside zone play, they're getting good leverage on the linemen, working upfield.
Good to see Michael Johnson still in the game there. We were a little bit worried about him at his nose tackle spot for the Saints with a shoulder injury, but back in there, still going. Quarterback draw. Look at Yoon go. Sam Tumulty-esque there, huh?
That's a great tackle there.
And hear the chants of Yoon from the Cougar crowd, who got to admit, nice attendance by the St. Francis Fort Wayne fans making the trip out west here to Joliet. A lot of blue out there.
Very nice crowd today.
Cut back, and it's going to be another first down into the red zone, first and goal for the Cougars again. LeVan Davis with another nice run.
Cougars just came out in the second half, and they had a plan where they were going to run the ball off tackle and stayed with it. And got a big play off the screen passes, but
Davis again.
They're using those wing-back wham blocks and the good zone blocking, and it just the Saints haven't had anything to answer for it.
5:40 and counting. The Cougars just marching here against the Saints defense, and a whistle's going to blow it dead. It's going to be a false start on the Cougars. They're going to march that one back.
I like what the Cougars do with this formation with the wing to the left. They pull a guard, the wing fouls through. It's basically a power play to a single back. And they're getting good blocking on the point of attack, and then you get a kick out from your guard. You got your wham blocker leading up through your wing back. It's an excellent scheme, and they've just been going to it over and over again here in the second half.
Second and goal, ball on the 8-yard line here for the Cougars. Blitz shown by the Saints. Going to bring a few extra guys. They got this one dialed up. Yoon, the quarterback, at about the 5-yard line, picks up about 3. Third and goal for the Cougars.
That time they motioned the wing back, and he was the kick-out lead block, and you had the halfback leading up through for a quarterback power play there. All these plays are different-looking blocking schemes with their wing backs and halfbacks, but it's basically a power play off tackle.
Under 5 to go here in Joliet. Opening game of the season for both teams. Yoon rolling, throwing, has the man in the flat, shoulder down, another touchdown for the Cougars.
And that's their play action off the same look. Motion the wing back. Looks like you're going to run quarterback power. You hit the wing back in the flat for the touchdown.
That was Isaac Van Kuren, the senior wing out of Columbus, Indiana, on the catch and touchdown. Last couple of drives, Cougars stacking on the stats here. Cougars with 161 rushing yards, 330 through the air. Over 400 yards of total offense.
Well, they came out and they really utilized their wing back in the blocking scheme. And again, like I said, they're just really running off tackle with power type plays. Very well executed, very good halftime adjustments. And then I think when you throw that tempo in, I think the Saints got wore down a little bit. The defense is out there an awful lot. And, you know, I think that this is going to be a week where you kind of, I don't know if you look at the film, just work on the little things to get better and make those improvements. There's a lot of positives they could take from today, and I'm sure the coaching staff will get together and just move forward. This is almost one of those things where if I was coach, I'd take the film and throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, right.
And let's just start working on the things we need to work on, get ready, you know.
Not only do the Cougars have over 400, but they're knocking on the door of 500 total yards today. 67 total plays for 495 yards. The Saints, just 5 fewer plays, but only 250 yards, almost half. Couldn't get anything going. There were a few drives where they showed some flashes. You saw what Sam Tumulty can do with his legs. A couple of really nice downfield passes. Dan Getch, I can recall, with a couple nice go-up-and-get-it type grabs.
Yes.
Liam Eldridge had a nice deep one.
Very nice. I'd like to know how much of the total yardage is Sam's rushing and throwing. That'd be, it's got to be most of that yardage.
I would agree.
Uh-oh, dump kick.
Return up around the 20. Well, let's see here for you, Coach. Out of that 250, Sam Tumulty's run for 118 of them. I'm sorry, Sam has thrown for 118 of them. And ran rush for 105. So about 240 yards he's accountable for.
95% of the offense there.
And that's how it was last year, yeah. When they went 6-3 and won a share of the conference, it was the Sam Tumulty show, no doubt about it. Under 5 minutes to go here. 1st and 10 for the Saints at their own 31-yard line. Sam Tumulty still in the game. Dezion Jordan, bottom of your screen. Liam Eldridge, top. Karan in motion. Play action to him on the jet. Throw down the middle of the field. Has Liam up, and he got it at the 45-yard line. We were talking about flashes. That's what I'm talking about. The talent is there. If Sam's got some time, and wouldn't you know it, there's another Saint lineman slow to get up. That'll ruin a little bit of momentum.
Tell you, that was a beautiful play coming off the play fake on the jet. Hit the seam route. They found something in that seam today. That seemed to be the route that they got most of their yardage passing off of, the seam or the fade.
It's a beautiful ball. Put it right in between two defenders, too.
Drops it in there. Great touch. That's a difficult pass to throw it over the top of the linebacker covered underneath and in front of the safety. That was a beautiful throw.
The offensive lineman for the Saints, Riley Acuna, hobbling off too. First down for the Saints. Check down to Karan. Let's see if he can make something happen.
Another great tackle by the Cougars there. Nice check down. It's a good chance to work on your quick tempo offense, your 2-minute offense.
Hayden Evers, the open field tackle on Karan for the Cougars. 2nd and 6. Steps up in the pocket. Hit again. That defensive line has been a menace.
Again, they get to a certain point on their rush up the field and they stop and they work back to the inside to take away any running lanes.
That was Caleb Freeman, the sophomore defensive tackle.
Done a good job of corralling Sam. You know, just not giving him any lane to run in.
He got off that block as soon as Sam started to run it. Quick throw to the outside, hit right away, knocked his mouthpiece out at the 45-yard line. Forward progress gives him about 2 yards, but Dan Getch took a shot there after he caught that ball.
Nice pitch and catch there.
Looked like it was his mouthpiece that popped off. It's 4th down and 7. They're going to go for it here with 2:51 to go. Play action to Karan. Lobbing it over to wheel route on the right sideline. Putting it back to Zillinger. He puts the wood on the defensive back inside the 10. Holy cow. James Zillinger, the freshman from Joliet West, seeking out contact. He's the one who extended his arms at the end of the play. Holy smokes. Let's watch it again. Nice wheel route and nice touch.
Well, you run that jet motion and then the wheel behind it.
Well, watch the end of this play from James. Oh, we got to catch this one. I'd love to see that again, though, as the inside run takes it to the 3.
You run that jet, it draws the attention to the outside, and you wheel route, and there's nobody there. And you're right, he wasn't going to go down easy. Well, that's a tough play for the edge to play the jet and then get back on the coverage of the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh. That was a collision.
Here's Sam Tumulty on the carry, looking for the end zone. He'll
help him.
Push forward. Oh, they're going to say his forward momentum was stopped at the 1. I'm not sure if he got in on that push, but they're going to mark the ball at the 1-yard line here. Under 2 minutes to go and the clock winding. 3rd down and goal from the 1. James Zillinger, play of the game. Oh. Sam under center is going to try to sneak it in. He does. Yep. Touchdown Saints.
There's a good drive right there.
Sam's second touchdown on the ground. He's got the only 2 for St. Francis.
I think a couple excellent plays, play calls there off the jet motion look. You had the jet motion, you hit the seam route, and then the jet motion and the wheel route. 2 good plays, executed well.
Snap's good, holds down from Eric Maffey. The boot is up and good for Madej. 93 seconds to go. Saints put their second score up on the board. It's 52-14. Let's see the touchdown scoring play again. Right behind is left guard Matt Knutson, one of the returning starters on the offensive line, pushing him in for the score.
You're not going to keep him out of the end zone, that guy. Sam, very impressed with his play and his toughness and his competitiveness.
Yep. One more look at it here from the sideline. Directors using their fancy new toys over there.
I tell you, this broadcast has been amazing.
Yeah,
the camera work and the production.
We got a lot of talent in this booth, not in the room that we're in, but up here we got a lot of talent. Just not, you and I.
If it wasn't for me, this would be an A+, but I kind of pulled, I ruined the curve.
Are you pulling our average down a bit?
Yeah. This isn't as easy as people would think it might be. When you're
oh, man, you kidding me? All you got to do is talk football. That's what I love, picking the brain. How long were you at JCA? 20 what years?
I was
as a head
20
coach?
years as a head coach, 24 as an athletic director.
How many state titles?
We ended up with 6.
6, yeah. See, I did shortchange you one earlier today, didn't you?
That's all right.
You remember each one of them?
Yeah, I think I remember the losses more, though.
Yeah, how many did you lose?
We lost 2 of them. 2 close.
6-2 in state title games?
Yeah.
It's not a bad record. I know a lot of coaches that would wish to have that record.
Well, I was very fortunate to have some great players and coaches, and
Who's the best player? Best player you ever coached?
Oh Lord, what are you doing,
Mike? All-star?
I didn't coach Mike.
Oh, you didn't? Was it
no?
before you?
That was Bob Stone coached
okay.
that. Probably, you look at some running backs like J.R. Zerzinski, Ty Isaac.
Ty Isaac, there you go. I was trying to think of some of those running backs you had coming
really
through
good.
there.
We had a linebacker named Chris Jeske that was an outstanding linebacker. So we've had a lot of.
I know you had a lot went D1. Ty Isaac, probably the biggest name. He went to Michigan. Did he end up in the NFL?
He had a cup of coffee in the NFL. Mike Goolsby played with Dallas for a little bit. He played at Notre Dame, linebacker. So we'd have to take a long time to go through the list of the players I had.
Well, we got a little bit of time here, Coach. Oh, that's right. One of your former players is one of
I got to tell you,
Derek Maticek down there. Where's Derek? Can we get a shot at
there was, you talk about tenacity.
There he is.
The defensive end position. This guy, unbelievable. Never give up on a play. Caused a fumble in the state championship game his senior year for a big play.
Look at him. He's giving the Derek Maticek resume now.
Yep. No one worked harder than Derek, man.
You want to just go ahead and put that camera down and get a helmet? We could use your help there, Derek.
I just remember I fell in love with Derek because all our guys in practice hated blocking him.
Oh, yeah.
So if they hated blocking him in practice, I know this kid is something special.
Well, Coach, it was fun hanging out with you here for a few hours. I wish the game was a little bit more exciting for you. Saints are going to fall here in the season opener 52-14. Unfortunately, kind of the par for the course season openers. They've dropped their last 8 season openers at home, and they will fall to 0-6 against this Cougar team from St. Francis Fort Wayne, a team that they just can't really quite get the number on, and not a lot of teams do. That Cougars team. Don't let last year fool you. They are back. They are not a top 25 team. They're a top 15 team by the time things are said and done, I believe.
Very impressive today, Nick. And, I think it'd be interesting to see how we bounce back, how our injuries, how we come out of the injury situation this week. And it's, quick turnaround. But I know one thing. Coach Curry and his staff, they'll have the guys ready. And as long as you got a quarterback like Sam, you're always going to be in every game.
We'll see if Coach Curry wants to come over and give a few thoughts. I'm not. Usually it's Jessica, our assistant director, who runs that headset down there. But we'll see if. Oh, there we go. He will. He always does. He's always a good sport. Win or lose, he'll give us some of his thoughts. So if you could think of a few questions you want to ask Coach, just get his thoughts down there. Coach Curry down there on the sideline. Coach, you got us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Appreciate you. Tough game. We knew that a 3-6 team from last year in these Cougars probably wasn't going to reflect again this year. That's a tough squad you just played. They're a top 10 team.
Oh, they're unbelievable. I mean, it's there's a lot of things that went on today that we obviously need to work on. It's a first game. Some of those things are going to happen. You try to prepare as much as you possibly can. But I really felt at the end of the day today, came down to the physical battle. I thought we got beat up on both sides of the ball, on the lines, and it showed in what we were able to do. I thought that at times defensively we got put in some tough situations, and we played a lot of plays defensively, and we ended up getting tired and all those things, and those things contributed to what the final score was.
Well, Joe, I really felt very impressed with the line play from the Cougars. An excellent ball club, but there's a lot of positives that I think you could take today too. A couple offensive drives there. I think, and you're right, that high tempo really affected the defense in the second half. But as you know, coaching all these years, the greatest improvement is week 1 to week 2.
Yep.
So I'm sure you get these guys back. It seemed like we had a lot of guys hurt. Do you know how we're doing injury-wise?
No, I know we had a lot of guys hurt. I don't know. I know that we had a couple of guys. Mike Whitney, I think, broke his pinky or something, broke his hand. I don't even know. TJ Neal got hurt. Ryan King, Mike Johnson, they were both hobbling on and off. And I got to give those guys credit. They kept gutting it out and they kept playing. We'll lick our wounds after this. And you're right. Game 1 to game 2, that's where you make your first improvements, your most improvements. We got a lot to do, though, and tell the team today we've got another tough one next week. That's the nature of the beast in this college football and in our league. Marion ain't going to feel sorry for us, So we got to find a way to correct a lot of things here and come back and ready to play next week.
Appreciate your time, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Joe. Good luck.
Coach Curry there after a 52-14 setback here to the St. Francis Cougars out of Fort Wayne. A couple of final numbers here. St. Francis of Illinois, the Saints put up 141 yards on the ground, 182 through the air, and 95% of that was from the arm and legs of the quarterback Sam Tumulty. On the other side of things for the Cougars, 164 yards on the ground, 334 yards through the air. Some pretty gaudy numbers there for the Cougars. Simmons, the quarterback, I'm not sure he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but he's definitely what that Cougar offense needs. He doesn't turn over the ball. He makes very smart decisions, and his misses don't turn into turnovers, it seems.
No, he's got some nice receivers. I think, if I look at the Cougars, where they're strong could carry them a long way. That's the offensive line and the defensive line.
Yeah.
They got some good running backs. They got 3 backs that ran the ball very well. They got a quarterback who can run and throw, and he manages the game well. And you add that wing back into the blocking scheme, count him as like an offensive lineman. They're a power team in a spread offense, and they're gonna create problems. And then the one thing that Simmons did well is run the high tempo offense.
Yep.
Got quick plays or huddle, look like you're gonna line up, but you get the play from the side, and next time you do, you line up quick. He calls his play for the line of scrimmage. So
he's very much in control of that offense. He's directing traffic, and he knows what's going on.
He's the coach on the field and running that, and I know his experience plays into that. But they're an excellent football team. St. Francis, I thought the thing to take back is the kids played hard.
Yep.
They got, like I said, lost some guys to key injuries. They got a little wore down, but they played hard. And as long as the kids are played hard, you can fix the other things. So, like Joe said, they got a lot of work, but no one's going to work harder than that staff and that team for sure.
100%. Individually, Sam Tumulty, 14 for 21, 66% through the air, 182 yards on the ground. He ran 33 times for 105 yards, which is 50 yards less than his season average a year ago. He did score 2 times today. His favorite target through the air was Liam Eldridge, 4 catches for 50 yards. Dan Getch caught 3 passes for 54 yards. Dezion Jordan, Kaman Karan each caught a pair as well. As far as the Cougars go, Simmons threw it 24 for 32, 75%, very efficient through the air, 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was sacked 1 time. And the list of receivers he hit is incredibly long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different receivers caught a pass for the Cougars. The most caught by Dandridge and McKetchin, each with 5. Each one of those players scored at least 1 touchdown as well. Leading on the ground for the Cougars with 12 carries for 63 yards was their starting tailback, Cam Peterson. Coming up next for the Cougars, they will be at home to take on Judson and then St. Xavier in their next 2 games. Back-to-back home games out in Fort Wayne for the Cougars. Here for your Saints. On the road next week, as you heard Coach say, Marian University, top 5 team in the country, won't feel bad for the Saints. So if there's going to be improvement between 1 and 2, it's going to have to be pretty good as they go against some more top-quality competition in the Knights next year. The next home game for the Saints coming up on the 24th of September. That's 2 weeks from today against Siena Heights, that being the St. Francis homecoming game. So hopefully we'll see you out here. For Brendan and Jessica and the rest of the TV crew, we appreciate you. For Dan Sharp, our new color analyst, it was fun hanging out talking football with you, brother. Thank you very much.
I've learned a lot from you, Nick. Great job. Appreciate being here.
It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we couldn't make the game a bit better for you. Saints fall here in the home opener, 52-14 to St. Francis out of Indiana. We hope you have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Go Saints.